Hello, everybody.
Yo, what's going on?
Welcome to the Anime Mystics podcast. I'm Roman,
Steven Sonosuke-sama.
and got some unfortunate news. Belle will not be joining us this episode.
Oof.
The baby got sick, so she has to take care of the baby.
It is really unfortunate because here in the States, this is a Thanksgiving holiday for us. So even though we are obviously in the middle of the pandemic, people are making adjustments as necessary. But it really sucks more so because with the baby, and the developing immune system and all that, it makes you a little bit more paranoid than usual. Babies are notorious also for being near indestructible, but you also don't want to expose them or put them at risk if you can avoid it. So we're already making adjustments to see our families and go shopping and do whatever we do. But yeah, I feel for you and the family because that sucks. That beyond sucks, and I personally wish for all of them, for Belle and the baby, for a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
So.
I was hoping the baby was just being a jerk because she was like, the baby's crying and I can't get her to stop. I think she's sick. And I was like, well, I hope she's not. She's just being a jerk.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the babies also have a reputation for that.
But no, she contacted me this morning. Was like, yep, she's sick. Throwing up everywhere.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. So yeah. Just also, this is a kind of a good example of why we can't get One Piece done. Because I know a lot of people keep asking, even on like you guys have transitioned to the Facebook page.
Thanks for the reactions too, by the way. Hey, this is what we wanted. We wanted interactivity and all that, so much appreciated.
Yeah, on where the One Piece is. This is basically what goes on.
Yeah.
Belle's got to focus on the baby.
Right.
And I'm not gonna make her not focus on the baby.
Right.
Just to record One Piece.
Right. Obviously, family and priorities, definitely.
Right. So, like, we'll come up with plans, and we'll be like, okay, yeah, we'll do it this day, and then the baby, something happens, and she's like, I can't. So, it's not like we don't, like she says, I talked to her on Sunday because we went to the San Jose flea market. She was like, she wants to come back, but, the baby, and she's gonna have to start looking for work and stuff like that. So I don't know when it's gonna happen, but she does want to come back. It's not like she gave up and is like, I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore. She wants to come back. She just needs to find the time to do it.
Right.
And I'm not gonna force her to make time to do it. So.
Right. Because yeah, I agree, man. If it comes down to One Piece reaction videos and the baby's gonna win that fight every day, all the time.
Or we just start the baby early and have her join in, and
Hey, by the time the baby gets to the quinceañera, you guys might be caught up, and they'll still be making new episodes.
It actually doesn't take that long to catch up to One Piece. I hear a lot of people be like, "Oh, it's gonna take forever." Me and my grandmother caught up when it was only like 580 episodes in like 3 months.
Just 3 months.
Just 3 months. Doesn't take long.
Well, that means we would have to stop doing this podcast for 3 months.
No, we only watched on the weekends.
Oh, well, okay.
But it was like 8 hours.
Well, that's literally a full-time job.
Each sit through. But that wasn't because we were like trying to catch up. That was just because my grandma was so into it, she wanted to keep going.
Okay.
So it wasn't like I was saying, "Oh, you're gonna sit down and watch 8 hours of One Piece today."
Grandma, get over here. We're watching One Piece.
We'd always be like, "We're gonna plan for 4, and if we want to keep going, we'll just keep going," and that's just what we kept doing.
So now I'm thinking that your grandmother's gonna take the baby and be like, "Look, bitch, you're watching One Piece. If I can do it, you can do it. 400 episodes in 3 months."
Yeah.
And you're lucky you only have to do it on the weekends.
And just to clarify, that wasn't 4 hours. That was 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Okay. Just so you know, we were planning on 4 episodes, and then see how it went. Not we're gonna plan for 4 hours and then see how it goes. We'd be up to like 5 in the morning.
Right.
watching One Piece.
Right.
My grandfather, when he was around, wasn't happy about
Have
it.
they found the One Piece yet? No, Grandpa. Damn it!
But yeah, so yeah, that's what's going on. We're gonna try to reschedule, and hopefully it works out. But again, if things happen, she'll have to back out again.
Mm.
But hopefully not. We'll see. Probably end up being sometime next year, I guess.
We're gonna have to research therapeutical effects of watching One Piece,
Mm-hmm.
and then how that can affect the immune system.
Yeah, gonna have to.
Maybe watching One Piece will help bolster the baby's defenses against illness.
Maybe. I mean, Luffy's immune to poisons pretty much, so maybe it'll help.
Oh, is that really lore?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he got hit by like a really powerful poison user, devil fruit user, and survived. So now his body can just withstand practically any poison
Wow.
because nothing really matches up to what he took then.
Wow. I did not know that. See, learned something new.
But yeah, other than that, I'm sure you've all noticed that there have been a serious lack of videos being uploaded. I have been recording everything. I just need to upload everything.
Hmm.
So I'm not doing nothing. I'm just lazy.
Hey man, the last ever since the beginning of the month, it's been like almost nonstop. Like I said, ever since the wrap up of our elections here in the states, and then everything winding down, and then not really winding down, and you work full time, I work full time. Um, my university is basically in the final month of the semester, so as of the recording of this podcast, it's a vacation. Obviously, it's the holiday for us. But then next week is basically review week, and then it's finals, finals. That's it. Do or die. It's over, man.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. So we didn't ever thought we would get here, 11 months ago, and now here we are, and now it's going to be 75 miles per hour for the rest of the year.
Right.
So don't it's not on you. It's just the environment right now that's just making all the priorities change. But like you said, you're getting them done. So
Yeah.
we'll get them out there, and then we'll get them up on the Facebook page and et cetera, et cetera.
Right. Yeah. I have been recording everything, so
Yeah.
they're there. I just need to get them ready to upload.
Okay.
Other than that, that's it for my updates. Yeah. Did we decide on a watch party for next time?
Not yet, but Thanksgiving was shockingly fun. That was so. Truth be told, I had known of the meme because somebody recommended it to me way back in my GameStop days. So that was probably like 2010. So yeah, so it's been 10 years that I've been meaning to watch this, but finally to make the memes not be, to make the memes stop being dreams, we finally made it happen, and I have no regrets, no regrets. That was pretty dumb fun. So
Yeah. It's
maybe next year we'll do part 3 because there's no part 2. So
right.
is that because they killed him twice? Is that how they got to part 3?
I I don't know. I don't know what the actual title of Thanksgiving 3 is.
Okay.
But I think my friend said it was like Thanksgiving 3: The Search for the Sequel or something.
Okay.
But
All right.
I don't know.
That'll work.
Yeah, I've never seen the third one, so it would be new to me too.
Okay. Next year then.
Yeah, next year we'll be watching Thanksgiving 3,
Which is actually 2.
which is actually 2. But yeah, Thanksgiving is one of my favorite bad movies.
Yeah, I was disappointed when we were talking about Santa Jaws, and you said it's not even good in a bad way, and now that Thanksgiving, that I've seen Thanksgiving, it's kind of like with a low bar has been setting pretty high. Because I mean, Sharknado was probably one of the most like memorable dumb movies that I've seen.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much like almost the standard or the most mainstream bad movie that everyone enjoyed. So dare I say, I preferred Thanksgiving over Sharknado. Maybe it was because it was low budget. You can kind of feel
It was
the
very low
love.
budget.
Because I was just thinking, I was like, when the ex mom crapped in the coffee pot, that might have been actual crap. That was pretty. That's how low budget it was. They couldn't even afford fake stuff, or like a Snickers bar or something.
Right?
So, but yeah, I think that was part of the charm because Sharknado and all those the Megalodon versus Triceratops or whatever that was called. That all was backed by sci-fi. So
Right.
those, even though they were like B movie, they still had a budget. This was one of them actually had Linda Hamilton from Terminator, and then
Oh
another one
wow.
actually had Gimli from The Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah. Tall Gimli.
Tall, yes.
6 foot.
Yeah. No CG.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. Thanksgiving is no big company was backing it. It was
right,
just
exactly.
probably crowdfunded.
That sounds about right. Definitely.
I mean, when your movie starts out with nudity, you
Yeah,
know it's gonna be good.
Roman warned me. He like right before it happened. He's like, "Oh yeah, this movie starts with bare chest," and I was all like, "Movie starts with titties," and then sure enough, there were titties, and I was like, Roman does a lot of stuff. He talks a lot of smack, but Roman is not a liar.
I
You know,
try.
and believe me, if I can give Roman crap and troll him, he knows I'll do it. But in this one instance, he was not lying.
No.
He told the truth. So uh yeah, props to him. So going back to your original question though, what's next on the list? Oh, I don't know, man. Um, I think I might follow up on what we did last year. We talked about Christmas episodes. I think I might do like what I did for our apocalypse thing. I might do actually go out and find various Christmas episodes. For instance, I know that Kanojo had one.
Yeah.
Um, so like do that episode, do like the Love Hina OVA, etc., etc. Just find Christmas episodes, and then just maybe do like a couple of them, a handful of them, and that'll
A
be
week.
the watch party.
Cool.
Um, yeah, yeah.
As far as
Oh no, we said we were gonna do the Ace Attorney movie is gonna be maybe the second view party in December.
so let's see. It's gonna be the 12th, which is wait, what are we on? The 24th.
Yes.
So it'll be the third for that watch party,
So
and then
we're
the one after that will be the 17th, and the one after that will be the 31st, which is New Year's Eve. Wow.
are we gonna really do it now? We might be on. I might be on Discord, and we might just like shoot the breeze or something.
Right.
Because not like we can exactly go anywhere. But um, yeah. Yeah, maybe, or maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll cut down on the number of episodes. Maybe I'll just like start with the Kanojo Christmas episode and one more or two more, and then we'll go right into the Ace Attorney movie. Because I think the Ace Attorney movie is maybe like an hour and a half long. It's not like super long.
And you said that takes place during Christmas, right?
Yes, the final case, which basically ties everything together, takes place on Christmas Eve,
Okay.
and then they actually go to court on Christmas Day. I was all like, "What? Man, we're closed Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday. We'd be closed the following Monday too." And then in the Japanese court system, oh no, their courtroom is open on Christmas Day. And I'm like, if you could find a judge, even in Japan, that would go to work on Christmas Day, I would be impressed.
Well, that one was dedicated.
Yeah, for reals.
You wouldn't find that here.
No,
He's
any
like,
chance,
forget that.
any chance they can take a day off, they're gone, man.
I'll send him to life tomorrow.
Yeah, but yeah, so maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll the second view party in December. We'll do Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney live action, and then my cat's going crazy, so I don't know what he's doing right now, so I apologize. That's the jingling noise. And that's me pounding the table. Um, yeah, yeah. So we just need to find something we'll do for the next one. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for that.
All right. Yeah, we'll think about that. Maybe we'll do Kenshin, the live action. 'Cause I don't think you've seen that yet either. Huh?
Nah. I would probably start with the Kyoto one personally, though, because I heard that one was really good. Because I know basically the first one is basically the Jinan, the setup, but yeah. So, but yeah, no, we'll talk. We'll talk. I'm not opposed to that at all.
Okay.
Especially since we're gonna start talking about Golden Kamui.
Right. Yeah.
Speaking of Kenshin.
Speaking of Kenshin.
But yeah, so that's it for my updates. Yeah, we got the view party is coming up. Thanksgiving was cool. Yeah, and speedy recovery to Belle and your family, man. We want them to get better and come back.
Yep.
So.
And I'll keep you updated on when we come up with another day for her to come on.
For sure.
So, yeah, just depends on the baby. Because we don't work on Belle's schedule. We work on the baby schedule.
It's true. This is true.
So, yeah, keep you all updated.
Right.
All right.
So we are actually going to start with Golden Kamui.
Yeah, we weren't just saying that.
So, all right. So remember the issue that I said about, like, we got too many characters and we didn't get anywhere, and now we're actually kind of making progress?
Yeah.
So the last, I was like, well, I think we were both caught up as of this week. So I had actually not seen the episode with the sniper battle. And then I saw that yesterday in preparation for this podcast. And I got to admit, the way that this show can actually do like trench warfare, forest survival, and then a sword fight, I'm like, all right, this show is actually for legit. I can see now why it's one of the better or higher ranked show or manga in Japan right now, and has such a strong following. It's all making a lot more sense to me.
Yeah. These last couple episodes, I didn't get to watch yesterday's.
Okay.
But, because of Crunchyroll and the whole premium thing, and I don't have it.
Yeah.
They blocked me from having the newest episode to watch. But the last couple, more serious than comedic, like we've been getting this whole season. But we did learn a bit about what's his name? The dude with Asirpa, the dad's friend.
Yeah. Turns out he was Russian.
Well, he said he was an Ainu.
Yeah.
Along with her dad.
But they were in St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
Which I believe was the capital for a bit before they moved to Moscow.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I'm not too big on map stuff and
Russian history.
History in general.
We need to go play Lost Belt 2 some more. Lost Belt 1, sorry.
Lost Belt 1. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, apparently we were discussing it last time, and I remember you bringing up that he might not have actually had anything to do with the bombing. He might have just been with the group, and they were still looking for him because he was a part of that group. No, he tried to throw the bomb in that guy's carriage.
Yeah. Yep.
And he missed.
Yeah.
And hit the horse.
Yeah.
And then Asirpa's dad was the one that finished the job. So they were both wanted. Unfortunately for the Russians, they weren't the ones that got to kill the dad.
Right.
But, well, they didn't even get to kill this guy either because Ogata went and sniped them all.
Yeah.
On the last dude. I don't know what took that guy so long to realize that was a decoy. Like, I knew it was a decoy as soon as I saw it.
In the sniper battles, you can never be too sure. It's all mind games and patience and all that. I last week I barely did anything, which is why I was so behind on anime because I didn't watch anything last week because I was watching the Outer Heaven Network on Twitch, and they play Metal Gear Solid, and so they had a Metal Gear marathon, and so that watching the sniper battle now just reminded me of Sniper Wolf and all that, and they're like, they can be in waiting for like a week at a time, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, but I never recognized that Ogata was like a sniper, and I'm like, they're using like those old 1900s like rifles, and they're using them as sniper rifles, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What's going on here? But yeah.
I forget who. I know there was an actual sniper I don't think he was Russian, but he might have been. I know his nickname was like the White Death because he was. I don't think he was a part of any army, but he was tired of like that the whatever people they were fighting.
Hmm.
So he was just in the forest, just sniping people, and he had like one of those old guns. I think he killed like 300 people.
There's enemy at the gates, but that was World War II, and that dude was Russian though, and he I don't think he was 300 though. I think he was like in the 70s maybe, 80s, 90s maybe. It was a lot. He sniped a lot. Just looking it up. Oh hey.
A Finnish military sniper.
Oh wow.
Over 500 men during the 1939-1940 Winter War, killing
Wow. Submachine gun? Wow.
who were they fighting?
He's all smiling. He's so happy. He's like, hey, I just had a 500 kill count.
So who were they fighting?
Gee, he died in 2002? What? My goodness.
I guess it was the Russians because it says it was near the border. He was near the border of Russia. Winter War. What was that battle?
This was 1940, so that was like right before World War II? Yeah.
Yeah, the Russians.
Okay.
The Red Army. So it says Russian. Yeah, okay. So I guess Russia.
Russia always starting it, man. Russia's always up to something.
Always.
But yeah, well, that was dope. um, so yeah, well, Russia got beat up by the Finnish and they got beat up by the Japanese. Go figure.
So there you go. That's also an example of me not knowing history too much. Because, I mean, I kind of had the details, but I was still kind of off. So if you ever hear me talk about stuff like that, look it up yourself because I'm probably wrong.
Hey.
But I'll get like the basics.
Right, exactly. And that's good enough because Google will finish the rest.
Yeah.
So, oh, technology. We'd be absolutely crippled without you as we record this on a podcast.
Right.
So, I mean, it could be worse. We could be in the snow staring at a gun over a cloak.
Overnight.
And that's the other thing, too, is that once again, I think I brought this up before, is that no one really dies in Golden Kamuy, and I just thought it was convenient that they shot the guy through the cheek.
Yeah, I was like, how did that kill him?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we'll see him again.
Yeah, he's coming back. So I keep trying to tell myself too. I'm like, okay, Roman hasn't seen this week's episode, so I can't say anything about that.
Yeah, don't say. Once I get home, I'll watch it. But right now, yeah, I had to stop.
So what was the last thing you remember seeing then?
The last one I saw was not this week's, but last week's. That was when Sugimoto and when that other guy nearly froze to death in the
they dug a ditch?
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, so I know that you said
Tonikaku, that's his name.
Tonikaku. I know you said that these last couple episodes were like super serious, but then at the end, when Sugimoto's picture, he's all like, "Here, hold on to my picture," and it was him doing the oil up guy. I was like, "Oh my." Do you think the Japanese mangaka actually knew what he was doing? Do you think he intended to like parody that meme?
Probably.
Okay, so it wasn't just me, because I was all like, that's pretty ballsy. You know, hey, I have this internationally popular manga. Everyone loves it across the world. Let me meme these bastards a little bit. I was like, did he just do the oil? Gonna oil it up. And you know that one, the original, and then that one spurred or spawned the Joey Wheeler meme.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So it's basically that same image, but it's Joey Wheeler. Yeah. Joey Wheeler from Yu-Gi-Oh! Just, yeah. In case you forgot.
I did, actually.
Yeah. It's got the Brooklyn accent. But yeah.
That's what they tried to do to Sanji.
Really? Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, 4 kids. We need to do that one day. We would just bash dubs. But anyways.
That'd be a good episode.
Anyways.
Probably
Yeah.
got a lot of comments about people not liking our comments about dubs.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, suck it up, Buttercup.
When me and Belle first started, we got a lot of requests for dubbed anime.
No. Which is funny too because I actually am I have a couple of English voice actors as friends on Facebook and some that I know personally and all that. You know. And even then, there was like one of them actually asked me, like, so you're saying that you wouldn't support us? And I was like, oh yeah, I'd absolutely buy your game or buy your product. I would just turn on the Japanese voices. You still got paid. I'm like,
Yeah.
just saying. But yeah, you got my money regardless.
Just not gonna listen to you.
Yeah, you know, just call you or do Facebook phone call. Oh yeah, but yeah. Um, See, this all started because Roman said, "Oh, Golden Kamuy is serious," and then I was like, "No, dude, we got memed right there at the very end."
Yeah, I mean the majority of the episodes.
Yeah, I know,
yeah.
I know. They just couldn't help themselves. It's like they subconsciously knew. They're like, "All right, we're getting super serial now. Let's break it up a little bit."
Yeah.
Meme time. I'm like, okay.
Do that one image.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, is that the best image you could give them?
Well, it's not like what's his face that has all the pictures of Captain's was it Tsurichi?
Something like that.
Yeah.
We'll just go with that.
Yeah, he has all those photos of him. But and actually talking about these guys too. Ogata's not really a good guy, is he?
No, dude is like I don't think he has any emotions.
Right. Um,
that's definitely a sociopath.
yeah, and he, if I remember right, he's really in it for himself, wasn't he? He said he's basically just as soon as he gets the chance to get the money, he's gonna run.
Yeah, he's only using the lieutenant to get the gold, and then he's out.
Yeah.
He's basically The lieutenant thinks he's using him, and he's the one being used.
Right.
Wonder what he'll think when he realizes that he couldn't manipulate somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. And what's funny too is yeah, he seems like someone who doesn't have emotions, and then when he tried to bust or break down his friend who was all like, "No, I'm like Superman. I'm all virtuous. Glory of Japan." And then he's all like, "You know what? Bullet to the head."
That's his brother.
Yeah.
I remember him saying he killed that guy. I think in season 1 or 2 when they were doing his slight backstory.
Okay.
Because he killed the brother, and then I think he killed his father too. But they didn't go too much into it.
Okay.
I do remember the scene where he shot him in the head, like they showed in this last episode with him. But yeah, I guess they wanted to get him on their side, and he wouldn't do it. And so, all right, well, I'll just kill you then.
Yeah. You know because they were saying that the flag bearer is always invincible, and he's immortal or bulletproof if he was a virgin. So tried to get him to lose his virginity, and that didn't really work because they were basically trying. It sounded like they were just gonna blackmail him into manipulation, and then when that didn't work, they were like, "All right, well then, you're gone.
Just kill him."
Yeah, it's like it's not gonna work. So. And on top of that, I get it too from a bad guy perspective. You don't want a guy like that because he's the one who'll snitch you out. So eliminate the problem.
Also, Shiraishi's pretty observant.
Yes,
she pretty much figured out everything.
Yeah,
like I guess right away.
Yeah,
and I was like, I just didn't say anything because they'd probably kill me.
Yeah. He is the most expendable one. Yeah. And again, like you said, everyone got super serious, and even he had a moment because normally he's portrayed as the moron. Yeah. And this one time he's all like,
we gotta go.
Yeah. But then he's all like, oh wait, I'm a thief, but I'm not a scumbag, and he's got his honor. So yeah, I thought that was pretty. That was a good moment for him. So. we'll see how that turns out.
And then he showed his little penis necklace.
Surprised that actually was on Crunchyroll and that was unmosaicked. So I'm impressed. I'm impressed. It's also funny too because they actually also use chimpo, and I was like, I guess that is the word that gets on TV then.
Yeah, because they used it in Dragon Ball Super too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I guess that's okay.
Oh, I guess it's slang enough.
Yeah.
Because there have been some shows when they've said that and they literally bleeped it out. They've been like beep. So I was like, oh, okay,
Well, Dragon Ball Super was like, nah, you get to hear it.
awesome. Oh,
Anybody watching this is old enough to hear this word.
Dragon Ball. Oh, yeah. I only say that because we're also watching Dragon Quest, but that's gonna go on forever. So
Yeah.
we're talking Golden Kamuy now.
Yep.
And then what's also funny too is that was the name of our FGO Halloween event. It was also the search for the Golden Kamuy's gold.
Oh yeah.
So it actually is an actual like mythological Japanese lore and story.
Legend.
Yeah.
I don't know about the whole prisoners with tattoos on their skin. Is that part of it?
Well, clearly the Ainu helped assassinate the former emperor of Russia.
Yeah. That is true.
So yeah, we're just rewriting history over here.
But yeah, I thought the last two episodes I watched were really good. So I'm looking forward to this week's episode.
I will say, if you know me and my love for Kenshin, then you might appreciate this week's episode. I did have a problem with it, but we'll get into that when you watch it. Just remind me that I brought this up, and you're gonna have to wonder about what I'm talking about. But let me just say that it's my problem with the Shinsengumi. That's all.
Okay, so
That's
it's a
all.
Hijikata episode.
Yeah, yeah. But I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Because then when you watch it, it might not seem apparent, but yeah. And it does carry over into FGO too, but yeah.
Okay. It's been a while since we've seen him.
Right.
He showed up in episode 1 for like a minute.
Right.
And that's been it.
Showed you that he exists.
Mm-hmm. Like, all right, well, I guess we got to give him some screen time.
Well, Joji Nakata, man, he ain't cheap. So he works by the syllable, I believe.
Really?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
We're watching Chris G play Mortal Kombat 11, and down there's Rain, Rambo, and Molina. It's your new season pass.
Wow.
So they join RoboCop and the Terminator.
Didn't they have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on here too?
Oh, that was Injustice. Injustice 2.
Oh, Injustice had that.
Yeah, Injustice 2.
Same studio, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, that's why it looked super similar.
Yeah, NetherRealm Studios did both games. But yeah.
Okay, so I should look forward to Hijikata this week.
Yes. And then when we come back after the vacation, all of that, then we'll talk shop and remind me that I need to go into my love-hate relationship with the Shinsengumi.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, I'm glad that we're making progress because, like I said, this has a serious case of character bloat, and now we're getting backstories on backstories, and it was like even the guy with no nose had this super in-depth story, and it's like what is going on here? So what happened to Sugimoto and Sirpa? But okay, Hina.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. I think that's about it, though, right?
Yeah, that's all I've got to say. Like I said, we'll continue this conversation after you watch the most recent episode.
Cool. So that's it for Golden Kamuy.
Doing Kuma Bear.
Now we got Kuma Bear.
So, and Joker's in here too. So this one is like not what I expected it at all because when we first started talking about it, it seemed more like actiony, like an action kind of isekai kind of fantasy series.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, all right, this is cool. But now, like we're like in over the second half of the season, and it's just more like being comfy. It's like wholesome, fluffy, feels good fantasy. Like there's no serious threat, there's no serious enemy. Yeah,
Kind of what I expected Sleepy Princess to be.
right. Same, same. I was honestly thinking they were going to be almost the same show.
Yeah, except one was going to be in bear pajamas and the other one wasn't.
Right, right.
I think the most drama we got out of these last, at least, let me see, I had to watch 3 eps. Uh, I think the most drama we got was the mom and the uncle.
Yep,
Because the mom got cured, the last time we talked about it.
yep.
And this time the uncle proposed,
Hmm.
and then they had a fight because he puts ketchup on eggs, which is understandable.
Right, I agree. Mom was right.
If you put ketchup on eggs, you need to stop.
You need to reconsider.
Rethink your life.
Yeah, yeah,
I'd go see a therapist.
yeah. Bear therapist. Okay.
What was he like? Oh, they're bland without any
Yeah,
anything on them.
I
And I'm
thought
like, what?
that was a little disrespectful right there.
You do realize she cooked the eggs, right?
Yeah, I it was like oof, that's you don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't do
And then they brought up a bunch of other stuff he puts
that.
condiments on, and it's like, can't I just eat the way I want? Like, well, sure, but without the ketchup. No, yeah. It was like, what, a day later?
Yeah, yeah. Like they were all like, "I love you, I love you. Okay, let's go to sleep." And then the next morning, it's like, "Yo, what's up with the ketchup?" I'm like, "Okay." But I guess like again that this show is so wholesome and fluffy that we needed to find an issue. So the issue we discovered was putting ketchup on eggs.
And he covered that whole egg, basically, with the
Yeah.
ketchup.
And this is going to be the conversation of this episode is just ketchup going on eggs. I will say that I am a proponent of salsa. Like salsa is okay. Like I don't have a problem putting salsa on eggs, but ketchup is like yeah, only ketchup on French fries for me. I don't even like ketchup on hot dogs.
Oh, I do that, but I mix it with mayo.
That's fine. Yeah, I only when it comes to hot dogs, I only do mustard. So ketchup for me, the only thing I use ketchup on is potatoes. Although I have been seeing that they're selling sriracha ketchup now, like
Oh, yeah?
pre-made in like the condiment aisle. So I have been meaning to go pick up one of those, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Outside of that, yeah, no, mom was absolutely right.
She was right to almost dump that guy.
Yeah, yeah. Should have Kuma get that ass banned. Ketchup on eggs out of here. What's wrong with you?
And then they went on some adventure to find a snow flower
Yeah.
that wasn't there because where it was supposed to be wasn't snowing anymore,
Yep.
thanks to global warming. And they ended up finding a feather from this bird that they saved
Yep.
that apparently the dad used to have. Well, not that same feather, but a feather from the same bird,
Right.
type of bird.
Right.
Um,
Call
which made the dude realize, yeah, I was wrong about the ketchup. I'll change my ways. And now they're all one big happy family again.
Yay. Yeah, he even said he was going to reconsider his life choices and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
Um, then what do we have? Oh yeah, I think the last episode, she was taking I don't know if she's what is she? She's not a princess.
She's like the nobleman's daughter.
Yeah, his daughter to the capital.
Yeah.
For the king's birthday,
Yes.
and he's going to meet them there, but he's got other business to take care of first.
Yes.
Where we met the mom. I guess you got your MILF?
Yes. I was like, all right, now I'm Kuma interested again.
And she does have her eyes closed, so
Oh
I
yeah.
guess that's the sign of a MILF in anime.
Yeah, buddy.
Because Uzaki's mom was like that too.
Yeah.
And who else?
Oh man, you put me on the spot now. It's Like I said, the most recent FGO character I showed you, the nurse, she has those eyes too, the closed eyes.
Oh, from
Um,
one of Nemo's people.
yeah, the nurse. Uh, I was gonna say Little Nemo, Captain Nemo's nurse. But yeah, and see now if I go to Gilburu, I'm gonna get like 1,000 options. Like, cause whenever you say that, it's all like, oh, I just think of Brock from Pokemon.
So
The
she's
most,
got Brock eyes.
yeah, the most famous one.
Um, yeah, and apparently the well, I keep wanting to call her a princess, but I know she's not a princess. The nobleman's daughter
Yes.
made what Yuna's friend her bear rival.
Yeah. Yes.
Like as soon as she met her and heard that she was going on the trip, she's like, "You're not taking the bear from me." I thought she was talking about Yuna at first, and no, she meant one of the bears she calls to ride.
Right.
Uh, she wasn't giving the bear up.
No. No. You is Kuma Kuma mine.
Yeah, they shared though, so it was cool.
Because I mean, the whole show always ends in a happy resolution. And going back to we cured the mom with Kuma Kuma magic, and then Yuna even said, "Oh, um, if was it if you want to go into my Kuma Kuma RV, be nice or be good." And I was all like, "Dude, this is Kuma Kuma broken."
Uh, yeah, she's starting to incorporate a lot of our world's food
Right,
into this one now.
right. Oh yeah, speaking of which, we were over here talking about Ketchup on hot dogs, man. Apparently, hamburgers are just off the wall now.
Well, they've never had them, so
Right,
I mean, they didn't even know what hamburger steak was.
correct.
So yeah,
Which I will admit I am kind of now in the mood to make again. So we'll see. Especially since I know after this week we're about to end up with a lot of leftover gravy.
oh yeah.
So
What did
maybe.
I bought like 12, no, 22 cans. It'll last us the rest of the year, so and next year till Thanksgiving, but don't have to buy gravy
I
anymore.
was going to say when the apocalypse happens, you're ready.
Yeah. Um. So let's see. She was also going to make pizza.
Right.
I did find it funny how every time they were trying something new, the nobleman's daughter's sister kept saying, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal," and then
Yeah.
she'd take a bite.
Yeah. And then she would like flip out and go do pirouettes and lose her mind.
Yeah. So, like, you might as well just try it first without saying that, because you're just gonna love it.
she's all kayfabing it, just like, no, I'm not gonna like. And then she just she Kuma Kuma goes crazy. Yeah, that's yeah. I like I said, we're losing ourselves in this like wholesome world, and we went from fighting goblin kings and all that to daily life cooking with Emiya family.
Which I'm fine with,
Yeah, yeah, it's fine. It's,
as long as it doesn't stay that way.
yeah,
Mix it up a bit.
yeah. We need like some bad guys here, and on top of that, no, I'm trying to think of a way to put this. Like, so the character herself, Yuna, is interesting to me because it's like she can be badass, but she also is like she's my kind of a hero or main character where it's like, well, I'm gonna do the right thing and I have the capabilities of doing it. But man, is this annoying? Because I was having a conversation on a Discord channel last Friday where we were talking about like the rise and fall of Frank West from Dead Rising, and I said that was my archetype or personality type because most of the times we get like the Boy Scouts, which are like the Superman types where it's all like truth, justice, the American way, or I do it because my friends believe in me, and it's like yada 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 yada. Okay, and that's just kind of like what's the source of their power? Oh well, because they know people believe in them, and it's like yeah, but who's always like that? It's all like, what if your friend just said, "Hey man, you put ketchup on your eggs? Ew." Is that still the person you're gonna fight for? you're gonna go over there and get beat up and all this and go through. Yeah, probably not. So yeah, but for someone that keeps it real, I'm more like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but just so you know, I was planning on sleeping all day today. But now I'm gonna come and I'm gonna help you out because I like you. You're my boy or my girl, but I want you to know that I'm cranky. That's my character. That's my kind of character. And so that's why one of the last times we said it was all like, oh yeah, Roman, you're gonna have to learn how to skin these goblins, or was it skin these wolves?
Yeah, skin the wolves.
Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna have to, yeah. So come over here. Let's get started on skinning these wolves.
No, thank you.
But you need to do it. You killed all these wolves.
Nah, you can do it.
But it's a very important.
It's okay. I'm good.
That's what I see. That's my kind of a character. I like those kinds of characters because they're the ones, like I said, that are the most realistic. Like they do it. They do what they need to do. They know that it's the right thing to do, and they don't have a problem with it. But they keep it real. Like, oh man, I'm gonna be a mess afterwards, and I'm gonna be sore, or I was gonna play video games or whatever, or chill, but oh, I gotta get it done, so let me just go do this, and that's my kind of a character, and that's the vibes that I'm getting out of Yuna as a character. So, um, like when she was sitting in the conversation with the nobles, and they kept exaggerating, and she's just all like, "That's not right." I was like, "I didn't say that. What does that mean?" In that, like, yeah.
Or what was it when she saved that carriage and it turned out to be people that the little girl knew,
Yes.
and they're like, "Why don't we travel together?" And she's like, "I don't know." And she thinks to herself, "There's nothing in it for me."
Right. Exactly. I laughed. I was like, this is great. I love Yuna as a character. Yuna keeps it real, man. It's like this is yeah. Yeah. Oh, the OP Kigurumi aside, Yuna keeps it real. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty positive we're gonna get some action next week or this week, I should say,
Okay.
because I remember off the podcast I was telling you that they showed someone with like a bunch of monsters getting ready to attack the kingdom,
Okay.
the capital. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
there's gonna be there should be some action next week or this
Okay.
week, I should say.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, I'm like we don't have too much time left. We're already, was it episode 8? When I saw that some of these series or shows are hitting episode 8 already, I'm like, man, we're already there. That also explains too why we're seeing a lot of advertisements and promos and artwork
For
and
next season.
for next season. Yeah, for everything starting up in January, like second and third and final previews and all that, and voice casts. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so it's coming. So that's, and I think too, like, for me, liking Yuna as a character, at least in terms of personality, that's why it's kind of like, okay, now we need to see some conflict or something. Um, which is kind of the opposite feeling that I had back in the day with Rimuru, where it was all like, okay, Rimuru is always in conflict, but nothing ever bothers her slime.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so by the way, Hayasaka's voice actress is also Shizu from Reincarnated as a Slime.
Oh, yeah, I think I
Useless.
saw you post about that.
Useless.
That's the princess, right?
No, that's Shuna.
Oh,
That's
that's Shuna.
Serenity
Okay.
from Fate in Prototype and FGO. But Shizu, that's the one with the mask.
Oh.
The one that
Okay. The one he
Rimuru.
got the body from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right. Yeah, I don't remember a lot of these guys' names.
yeah, no, that's fine.
These people's names.
That's fine. This fool just did a friendship. Wow. What a jerk. That's Rain's friendship. Wow. Anyways, the disrespect. But yeah. So yeah, so in this instance, it's like we had all our action scenes in like the first 4 episodes. Because I think that whole scene about teaching Yuna how to skin the wolves, that was like episode 4, I think.
3 or 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
That was when they went to go. That's when she killed the Goblin King.
yeah. So that was a bit of a while ago now. So we've been kind of cruising now, and like fluff, fluff, friendly, happy times, and yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like we're gonna get back into at least a little bit of action.
Okay, good. We need to make these bears work. Kuma Kuma, go to work.
Yeah, get out there.
I want to say Yuna's voice actress too is a relative rookie as well, or this might be her first role as the main character. Because when I looked her up, I didn't recognize any of her roles either. And then her voice as well sounds kind of unfamiliar to me. So
Let me see. Maybe I doubt I'd recognize anything, but
yeah, we're pulling it up real quick. Supporting.
Monster Musume. It was Kunai from
Oh,
Monster
Monster
Girl
Girl
Doctor.
Doctors. Interesting. You're a good character. Askeladd? Really? Shut up. You go home.
Yeah, what?
Oh yeah, hey. Oh, there he is. Yeah, Zombieland Saga, Junko, but Junko wasn't the main character. Junko was the one that died in the plane crash. I also have her Nendoroid.
Huh.
So.
All right, well, there's a couple.
Yeah.
But still, not a whole lot.
This is her outside of Askeladd, apparently. What the hell?
Yeah. Askeladd.
Yo, Yuna's Askeladd. Oh, it's absolutely amazing, man. Dude, she's a badass, man. She just manipulated the whole Viking army. Like, I can't get over that. So, I don't know how far. Vinland Saga. Well, so, I was it 2 weeks ago now? I actually was hanging out with a couple guys on Treasure Island, right in between San Francisco and Oakland, out here in California. And one of the guys, I guess he said that about the new Assassin's Creed. He actually said, and this is just the story of Vinland Saga. And I'm like, bro, I wouldn't be surprised at all. At all. Because, most of the game developer, and I've made this point to Roman many times. We were just talking about it last night while we were doing prep work for today, that it just seems like a lot of American media companies and video game developers, they're out of ideas. So now they're just ripping off Japanese anime, Japanese manga, and Japanese video games.
Yeah.
And what's funny was the manga and anime and Japanese video games used to be based off the Western, like the American and European things. And now we've come full circle where now they're bankrupt of ideas, so they're ripping off the people that ripped them off. So it's amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. So and I wouldn't put it past Ubisoft. And I know that there's a bunch of weebs that work in Ubisoft, but they say that imitation is the greatest form of flattery, but in this instance I still wouldn't play it. If you came up to me and you're like, it's literally Vinland Saga, I'd still be like, well then I'll just wait till Vinland Saga makes a game and play that. And instead they'll just make like Vinland Saga the gacha game.
I'll play it.
Askeladd SSR 5-star Askeladd. Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's my rant, because apparently Yuna's voice actress is Askeladd. So go figure. I think what they meant was young Askeladd, because there was a flashback scene in the second season when he was like they showed him and his mom. And I don't want to get too heavy into spoilers, but yeah.
Yeah.
But that I think that's what my anime list was referring to. That's what we were looking at, right? My anime list.
Yeah, we were looking at my anime list.
Also about Junko and Zombieland Saga, obviously season 2 is coming back, but I know that they were touring for a bit, or that wrapped up not too long ago. Or maybe they stopped touring and they just recorded because of nobody being allowed to go out and do concerts. But yeah, so that's good for her, man. So unfortunately, I don't remember a lot of the songs from Zombieland Saga. It's like I just remember the rap battle. That's about it.
Most people remember.
Yeah, but I do know that there was a group shot that they took not too long ago. Maybe it was in preparation for season 2. They all reunited, and they got Mitsubishi Kotono there. She was there as Legendary Tai. Oh, there you go. That's the timer. Yeah, so we've gone over our limit talking about Ascalon. So
Yeah.
I'll wrap up. But yeah, so Mitsubishi Kotono's the original voice of Sailor Moon, the actual voice for Sailor Moon, in both the original like 80s, 90s, and then in Crystal, and then she's also the voice of Misato from Evangelion.
Oh,
So yeah,
nice.
and of course she like Excel and Excel Saga. So legendary voice actress. Um, Muryu Ramius in Gundam Seed. So you want to talk about MILFs. Um, but yeah, and then she just came in Zombieland Saga, all she does is and they were like, yeah, that's Sailor Moon, man. Legendary tie. So, yeah. So we'll leave it at that. So wrap it up. Kuma Bear. Kuma, we'll talk again next week. Kuma, let's get some action in.
Yes. Well, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
All right.
And from not enough action to too much action, now we get Jujutsu Kaisen. Your boy Gojo Sensei there is apparently wrecking it.
Yeah. Pretty, I think I heard people say broken. Can manipulate the infinity between you and him.
You were the first one that I recall. That's why I said it's your boy, because you were the first one I said that you were like, oh yeah, I think he looks cool and all that. And I was just kind of like, And then I became what was it? I became Squidward. When he took off his visor, I was like, oh god, no, he's hot. Yeah, that was Squidward, right?
That was Squidward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, you weren't the only one.
Yeah.
I watched a bunch of reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah. You weren't the only one who thought that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just wrecked that curse named Jogo.
Yeah, he straight smack talked him too. He's all like, "Yeah, man, I don't even know why, dude. You're weak." I was like, "Oh, that wasn't very nice of you. They are the good guys, right?"
Well, I kind of feel like he baited him.
Yeah,
because he wanted him to use his domain.
Yeah,
because he told what's his name? Is it the Yuji?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Yuji.
He wanted to teach him about domains, and the guy was already thinking about using it because he was talking to himself. Just throw him in my domain and just end this.
So what's funny too is when they were started talking about domains and all of that, I was all like, "Oh, so like a reality marble in Fate Grand Order in the Fate universe." Reality Marvel is basically like when Emiya does Unlimited Blade Works and you get transported into like his world.
Yeah.
Or his mental perception of what is his world. Also like Iskandar. Iskandar when he does his Yaoi Hawaii
whatever you want to say it.
Yeah. That's also a reality marvel. So that's basically their perceptions overriding the reality around, whatever their range is. Yeah.
Yeah. Except, are their attacks guaranteed to hit in a reality marvel?
So, what's funny is that I don't remember exactly if Shakespeare does that, but in FGO it was really nerfed. It's not even the same thing. But in Fate Apocrypha, what he does is he literally rewrites your memories.
Oh.
So, and it's basically all to like what he writes. And I want to say that that's a reality marvel. And that basically goes for mental damage on you. Because he broke Fran when he did that. So, yeah. And that's why he's always like, I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover. And then he's like, got this, and everyone's all like, dude, why aren't you out there? And he's all like, oh, because I'm not out here to like stop people. I'm out here to just test their limits and see what they're absolutely capable of, so I can write the most beautiful story. So yeah. So that's why when they're talking about all of that, I was like, oh, it's a reality marvel, just like the Fate concept. And I mean, we're already like hovering in midair and Dragon Ball Z kicking each other and all that, so we're practically the Fate franchise as is. So Sucks that everything has to be compared to the Fate franchise these days, but when you're at the top of the food chain, you're at the top of the food chain. Everyone's gonna take a bite out of you.
Are they at the top of the food chain?
Kind of. Kind of.
Because, I mean, I think only really people who really follow Fate know Fate, and nobody else really does.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that follow Fate. Even normies know about it.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Come on, you can't be a cosplayer and not have cosplayed Rin. So now you're thinking, you're like,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not as mainstream as Demon Slayer.
I think we killed the conversation.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a comeback to where I'm going with this, but yeah, no. Jujutsu Kaisen, we eat fingers, and I'm gonna admit that I am looking for more backstory on Panda.
We got no backstory on Panda.
I'm super curious about Panda, and I think that that's gonna be the running gag. Is we'll, at least in terms of this first season of the anime, we're not gonna know what's up with the panda.
Yeah. We're just going to be told, oh, he's Panda Senpai.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like, is it, like, what's his name? Fat Gum in, Boku Hero, where it's just, like, him just storing up his energy, but then once he, like, blows all his energy, he's actually just a normal guy. It's just his persona as a panda.
His persona. So he's a furry?
Yes. His powers manifest and make him look like a panda. Or what we know to be a panda. By the way, if it turns out that I'm right, I'll give you $20. This is just tells you that I watch too much anime.
What if he just turns out to be just a panda?
Then no money. Then the joke was lost.
So we did get to hear that one guy speak for first time. That was not an ingredient to
Onigiri?
Yeah, onigiri. I guess he's able to control you based on what he tells you to do?
Yes.
That's kind of broken too.
How do these curses, even stand a chance?
Right? You just need to throw Panda Senpai in there. I think he's just brute strength.
What's funny is that reminded me to send you this meme too. There was a meme because I guess Tekken had a fairly decent tournament this past weekend, and somebody made a meme where they were like, the referee steps out in the middle of the Tekken match. It was like Heihachi versus Kuma Tekken.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Stop the match! This bear has been caught cheating." And they were like, "Why? Because he's a bear? Are you like bear racist? The bear can't fight in Tekken? This is the Iron Fist, right?" And they were like, "No, it's because he was caught using bear steroids." So yeah, I'll have to share that with you or post that in the group on the Facebook page or something, or maybe video game chat in the Discord. Join the Discord, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's I thought that was too convenient. That Panda seems like the most interesting character, and I'm like, I just want to know what's up with the panda, man. Ever since the opening credits where they showed the panda like running on the rooftops, I was like, what is the panda? What's going on with the panda? What's the stupid panda about?
Yeah, that's how I thought. Like, there's a panda in this show?
And they were like, it's just Panda. Alright.
It's like, here's this guy. He can only speak in ingredients for onigiri. Here's this girl. She can only use weapons. Panda Senpai.
And I will say, since you were introducing characters, the meme that you shared in the anime chat about the rival guy from that like goes into the women's talk. That dude, I felt him on a spiritual level. He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong at all. And it's all like, we got our guy in our Discord chat, and it's all like, if she has a chest size over a certain like cup size, he's just like she sucks. I agree. That's why this guy was saying, man, you're boring.
This guy.
Yup. Yes, indeed. I was all like, yup, 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 yup. 100% yup. And it's all like, yeah, man, if you don't like thick, big, or bigger women, it's like you're boring. You just, yeah. And I'm like, dude, ain't that the truth, man?
I figured what's his name would be considered boring.
Yeah.
Like as soon as he started asking, I was like, oh god, this guy's gonna just give like some basic answer. It's their personality I like. You're boring.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, personality is a big part of it, but you gotta have a.
No, I get it. I get it. The trolling and memes aside, yes, I say that too. I said bodies fade, but the mind remains forever. It's a personal saying of mine, so I get where he's coming from. But in terms of the memeage,
yeah,
homeboy's absolutely correct. You're boring. Get out of here. I like her smile. Shut up. Boring. Name an idol that shakes your hand because you like her smile.
every idol.
I know. That's why I lost my train of thought on that one. The whole reason why you pay them all the ridiculous tickets and monies and all that. Buy all their merch.
Just like this dude, or I think he actually gets them through
He got the
lotteries.
handshake.
He said,
Got the handshake, yeah.
and then he gave a ticket to what's her name?
The twin sister?
Yeah, who they don't look very similar.
No, I was confused about that too. I was like, what's going on?
I guess they're not identical twins; they're just twins.
Sure.
Which is the difference because there are twins that don't look alike.
Correct.
They're just born the same day. uh, she was into it. She definitely understood after he gave her the ticket and she spoke to her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch the after credit stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they went to the idol show together, and then she's like, "This is dumb." And then the idol approached her afterwards, and it was just all like, "Hey, I thank you for being real." She's like, we need more of you. Come see me again." And she's all like, "I kind of like this."
Yep. I was like, she's gonna like it. She's gonna be a fan. As soon as they started talking, I was like, yep, she's into it. She's coming over to the dark side.
Don't get into idols, man. Or then next thing you know, you're gonna be spending hundreds on that Yukina picture that you never get, like Roman.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll get into idols in a minute though. Yeah. So your boy Gojo Sensei, apparently he's OP.
Very OP.
And they I think they made that slight joke too that he doesn't even need to eat fingers.
Did they?
Think so.
They might have.
Yeah. Or that he might be. Well, at least they said he's stronger than what Sukuna's current form is.
Chogo.
Yeah.
Is what? Yeah, the guy that he was fighting.
Okay.
Was stronger than Sukuna's current form.
Okay.
I remember. I think it was episode 2. Yuji asked him, who would win if between you and Sukuna if he had all the fingers, and he was like, oh, I would win. So he's pretty confident in his abilities. Almost a little too confident.
Speaking of the after credits scene, the one after that fight where they were playing soccer with that dude's head.
Yeah. It looks like we're getting into more human-like curses.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping we'd stick with the animalistic ones for a while first, but whatever. We'll jump right into the humanoid ones.
Like I said, that's the Shonen Jump trope, man. Bleach did it. I believe Yu Yu Hakusho was also the same too, if I remember right. Where they were like kind of more monster-esque.
Yeah.
And then after a while, they were like, oh, "Okay, we're done killing the monsters of the week now. Now, tournaments and all that."
Right.
What a dick. He's doing another friendship. That's Chris G, though. Chris G is a jerk. But yeah. I love you, Chris G. Yeah. Yeah.
What was I gonna say something?
Gojo Sensei?
Oh yeah, it's about him, but it's not. You know, I wonder what they got planned to try to seal his abilities because they're apparently going to implement it on Halloween, and I don't know how long it's going to be before they get to that. They already did a 1 month time skip.
Oh yeah. Musashi Banner is live. But we already knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're going to, what is it? They are in Tokyo or they're going to Tokyo? Oh, no, they're going to Kyoto.
Yeah, they were going to Kyoto.
They're going to Kyoto, yeah. Oh, good. Then they're going to meet Tsukasa and Nasa over there in Kyoto.
I guess so. Yeah. No curse is going to stop him.
No. He takes off at the speed of light or whatever. Oh, what a dork. But yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of like we're getting somewhere too. This is a show that just can't get one season though. Like, there's too much processing and too much going on.
Well, this one's 24, I think.
Okay, good.
So
good,
it's going for a bit.
Good. That's a bit more feasible. I like too how nowadays 24 episodes is the norm for this like Shonen Jump level series. When back in our day, this would have been 54 episodes because they knew it had like 15 volumes already. But now it's all like, well, our extended is 24.
Yeah.
Like what? 24 used to be a normal season.
Now it's 12.
Yeah, but I guess it's because these animation studios are doing like 7, 8 shows at a time now, so.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, probably.
So, well, yeah. Yeah, so. I don't know, that's all I can really say, personally, because it's like, I want to know more about Kuma. Panda! God. Kuma, Panda.
I mean, you're not wrong, he is a Kuma.
Yeah, I know. I just can't. The OP bear, man. What is up with this season having bears just be ridiculously strong? Yeah. Want to know more about dude who and his good taste in women? That guy might be my hero. That guy might be best boy of the season.
Like some tall with a big butt.
My man, it's my guy. I appreciate you finding that meme because I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to screenshot this, aren't I? Oh, I don't want to do all that. But yeah.
You know where I got it?
Where'd you get it?
Crunchyroll's Facebook.
Crunchyroll, they know what they're doing, man. They know they dug themselves into a hole, but they also know their roots.
Yeah.
They know that anime is perverted. It's good cheeky fun.
Yeah.
So,
cheeky.
Yeah, exactly. That was intentional.
Okay.
but yeah. And then we'll see what's up with these new dudes. Yeah, so that's it because like I said, we got some insight on Gojo, how OP he is, and the tournament. Everyone's gathering up at the tournament because it's already tournament time.
Yeah, which should be coming up soon because it was supposed to be a month after he came back to life.
Correct. So yeah, that's basically it. That's what I got.
So was he gonna fight that dude? The one with the scars all over his face? The curse that was on the beach? Yuji? Because he's going to that movie theater where he killed those high schoolers.
Right. I don't know. I think this might be the next story arc, though.
And I'm wondering what the significance is between, well, with that one kid coming up to the curse saying, hey, did you do that?
Right.
And him just being like, oh, you could see me. Like, is he taking him in as a protege or something now? Or is he just going to find him in the alley killed?
I did have a question, too. I was like, did they clean up that theater, or did they just literally leave it a crime scene?
Probably left it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably left it.
Okay.
I would assume.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, now I'm just wondering if Yuji's gonna end up fighting that dude or what. Because I mean, yeah, I don't think he's found another finger, but he has been fighting with Gojo, so he's got to have gotten a little better.
Been training with is it Kami?
Yeah,
King Kami.
King Kai.
Was it King Kai or Kami?
King Kai.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're doing a Dragon Ball reference, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, King Kai.
Okay. I think I'll ignore that. But yeah, we'll see. I actually completely forgot that cliffhanger is how we ended the episode too. So we'll see. And that was one of my thoughts. Like no joke, I was like, they cleaned up the crime scene, right? Or is he really like, oh yeah, we're bringing you in here. By the way, there's a bunch of dead bodies all throughout this theater. Have fun. Good luck. So I do want to see what's up. This at least the series does do a good job of making a lot of mysteries and not giving everything to you all at once. So it's like it knows it's going to be in there for the long haul. And then when you get reveals like how hot Gojo Sensei is, it's like okay, that was an interesting reveal.
Yeah.
Because I honestly that caught me off guard. I wasn't sure if he was going to be like blind or something, or if he was going to be like scarred over, and instead it's like he's super beashy. I'm all like, oh dear, Madoka. All right.
All right. That was our 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I stopped it before the alarm went off.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, we'll keep going and eat some more fingers.
Yeah. Hopefully he finds some soon. Gonna need them.
Are you gonna get us an Android?
Which one? Yuji?
Yeah.
I might. I have to see if I have it pre-ordered first. I might already have it pre-ordered. We'll see. We shall see.
All right, we're gonna get into Roman's favorite waifu of the season, Sleevey Hime.
I like him a little sadistic. What can I say?
Sociopath. Still Roman, the most recent episode literally ended up with it started with her, and then the subtitle actually read the latest murder victim. I was all like, they're not even hiding it. It used to be kind of insinuated, but they were always kind of like, well, it's not really dead because was it the head and the arms were left, so they're not really dead. They're like, nah, this one's straight up murdered. This one's dead. This one is dead. And I was all like, oh my. Oh man.
Yeah. Let me see. This last episode. This is the one where they focused on the hero a little more, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what your subtitles called him, but mine was like D. What's its name or what's his name?
D. What's it or something?
Yeah, like what's its name?
Whatever his name is. Because he's so forgettable.
Right.
She kept saying that. He's just so forgettable.
So I will continue this conversation off that premise, and I will say that first off, again, going back to the fact that we're also watching Dragon Quest the same season, and Dragon Quest in these kinds of instances basically is like the template that they use, even from the way that the hero looks, Yusha.
Yeah.
It's like they're right because all the Dragon Quests, all basically the main character, even though they changed the design, the character physically looks different. The setup is always the same. So like you're a cardboard insert, and now go off an adventure. So yeah, when they say like JRPG characters tend to be forgettable, not wrong. Not wrong. I mean, even for a minute there, even Square was kind of like that. What's honestly the difference between Cloud and Squall?
Cloud is blonde.
There you go. There you go.
And he's got Tifa.
That's not a character design flaw.
But it's still a difference.
Yeah. I never said the waifus in 8 were better. But that's why in Kingdom Hearts 2, they even had a little cutscene where they actually were like back to back up against all the enemies. I forgot exactly what they said, but it was basically like, you emo? Yeah, bro. I hate the world. Yeah, let's go burn it down, bro. And then they proceeded to burn down the world.
I don't think that's the actual translation.
No, I'm pretty sure it was. Pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. I'm the Kingdom Hearts expert, man. So, yeah. So when they say that the main character is pretty bland and forgettable, I'm all like, yeah, they ain't wrong. But then they took it a step further, and when they were talking about all the traps and all of that, and they were like, "Yeah, we need the character, we need the hero to get stronger so that when he gets here, he can beat me." And I'm like, did they just break the fourth wall? Did they just literally admit they know the main character is gonna come and mud stomp all of them? Because that's what always happens in these games. And I was like, okay, the fact that they're going this meta into it, I was like, that actually made me start dying. So, yeah, I don't did you catch that?
Yeah.
Okay. When they were talking about how they need to set out the items so the main character, the hero, can find them because he's gonna need them to beat them. And I was like, I know that they're basically admitting that they're gonna lose, but the fact that it's true, it's honestly true. If you were, this big evil warlord, would you just leave your supplies out in the open? For like any of your potential rivals to come find them and use them against you. This giant flaming broad axe which gives you plus 97 strength. Boy golly, it would suck if some guy just found it in this treasure chest. So that I laughed. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, and he's super incompetent.
Correct.
Like, he can't do anything right.
Correct.
And then it's confirmed in this last episode that he's just got a bad sense of direction.
Yeah.
He found his way back to his kingdom.
Yeah. He went back to the start.
Like, I don't know. This guy should be dead.
Yes.
But inadvertently, everybody is helping.
Yes.
Like in this last episode, everybody inadvertently helped him.
Yes.
Beat this fire dragon
Yeah.
guy, giant, whatever.
They all sabotaged him. They were like, oh, that was
the princess.
That
was definitely her.
Ooh, you princess. You scumbag princess. She's just too good. She's just so smart and conniving. And she's just chilling in her bed. That's made out of the corpses of monsters.
Yeah. The guy was like, well, for one, the bag was made out of a ghost
shroud.
Ghost shroud. That wasn't
absolutely brutal.
Let me see. The only one who didn't do anything to sabotage him was Poseidon.
Right.
But he was calling everybody else out.
Right. It's like, why are you looking so nervous?
Why are you sweating so much?
Yeah. Even my wife, who Alrane there, she's just like, I'm going to replace these grenades with avocados.
And then I'll switch them back out later.
Yeah, no.
And didn't do it.
No. Just completely forgot.
But it worked out because apparently avocados are good for sleeping.
Yeah.
Like, they help with your sleep, so
yeah.
It worked out that the princess did it.
Yeah.
Apparently she drank all of his high potions too.
Yeah.
Switched out his grimoire with a book on sleep. What else? Oh, the Demon King switched out that giant robot that kind of looked like her.
Yeah.
To a smaller robot that looked like her because she was kicking him. Like, that doesn't look like me. It doesn't look like me.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
And he's like, what's wrong with it? Like, it's too big.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she went piece by piece over what needs to be changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
He's like, I might have forgot that it was a weapon.
So the scene where she actually helped Demon King go to sleep, I was all like, see, this is some wholesome ass Hestia Belle-kun going on right here. It's the same voice actors.
Right.
And so I was like, see, this is what we're here for. See?
Yeah, but don't forget that before that, she nearly killed him.
I mean, Hestia always does that. It's literally the hell Danmachi.
She stabbed him and was like, should I just finish him off?
Yeah, she did.
Until he was like, if I die, then the demon castle collapses. And she was like, my bed!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
We can't let that happen.
Again, that's just like Hestia. So, like, without Belle-kun, where my whole familia's gone.
Yeah. And apparently she now thinks of the demon castle as her home.
Yes.
Because she was taken to another demon castle,
Yes.
which apparently is upside down.
Yes.
Just like Dracula's castle in the second half of Symphony of the Night.
Correct. Best game of all time.
And what was it, Hades?
Yeah.
That dude just didn't notice anything. I mean, she was ripping his cape off as he was wearing it.
Yeah.
And he did not notice anything.
What are you laughing at me? You better be laughing. Like, oh my god. This show is so dumb. This show is so dumb. I love it. Why is it so dumb, and why do I love it so much? I think that what sells it, I think, is just all the voice actors are just having fun. Like, what's it? Yoshitsugu, I think, is his name. Belle-kun's voice actor.
Right.
You know, the guy that does pretty much every isekai and harem main character that you can think of. By the way, I also learned too, I believe he is actually the what's his name? Futaro in Quintuplets. Yeah, he does him too.
Oh, really?
The main character in Quintuplets. I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember Futaro-kun. But yeah. So, oh, and by the way, that's also Minori Inase. She does not Ichika. The Itsuki, the main one. At least the first sister that he met. So again, Belle-kun and Hestia again. So
you just can't get away from each other.
No, not at all. And yeah, I just think that they're just having fun, you know. And I don't know if I asked this before, but do they know or have they caught on that all that Princess wants to do is just sleep? Do they know that that's what she's all about?
Yes.
Okay.
By now, yes.
All right.
Because it was them that mentioned that the avocados were good for sleep.
Okay.
Because they basically know that all she wants to do is find something to help her sleep. I don't know why they just don't give it to her.
Right.
Like, it causes so many problems for them. I think it's because they're used to all the mayhem now.
Okay.
That they just let it happen. Because when she was taken to that other castle with, like, the porcupine dude and the Frankenstein, we're all like, man, it's so quiet here.
Porcupine dude, I think, is what I said. That was Suwabe, right? Emiya Archer's voice actor.
I think so. Yeah. They were bored when she wasn't running around the castle, so they've gotten used to her and her antics.
Remember when she was actually preparing to invade the castle. I remember they went on high alert.
Yeah.
She's getting serious. She's gonna come. She's gonna kill us all, man. She's not playing around now. They were like all on high alert for the princess's attack that never happened.
And she seems to just let herself into anywhere.
Right.
Like, she's just in their meeting room.
Right.
The top 10.
Right.
Generals, I guess, or whatever.
Right.
For whatever reason. The first time was what? She was just bored. She was playing that
Vuvuzela, yeah.
This time she walks in there, she's like, I had a nightmare. And I heard it's good to talk about it with people, so I'm here to tell you my nightmare. And they're like, shouldn't you be in your cell? Anyway, my nightmare.
Yeah.
They just ignored me. And her nightmare was about the hero.
Yeah.
Because he kept following her around, and he brought her flowers, but it was thorny, and he threw it at her, and then it had a bee in it, and he ate the bee, and then he told her how it tasted.
all of the 10 demon generals, they were like, dude, this guy's a dick. What's wrong with this guy?
Until she got to the part where he died.
Yeah.
And then what was the name of the flower chick?
Alrone?
Yeah. She was like, Princess, he died.
Yeah.
And it's like, that wasn't even the worst part of my nightmare. The worst part was my dad telling me that we were engaged.
Oh, I didn't even catch that part.
Yeah, he's her
Amazing.
fiance.
Oh,
But
wow.
they kind of glazed over it because she said that and she's like, okay, thanks for listening, and left.
Yeah.
And everybody was just wondering, was that the dream or was she actually his fiance? What what's real and what's not?
Well, now it's obviously got to be Hestia and Belkun. So.
And the priest, he's pretty much figured out that the hero is the guy she was talking about.
Right.
It's like bad sense of direction, forgettable. Yep, it's him.
So they made the princess robot
Yeah,
to guide him.
to guide him and didn't even get used properly.
I'm thinking about the ice golem guy who's just all like, yeah, she's a murdering psychopath.
Oh God.
So this is such a good dumb show. This is what I keep telling everybody. I'm like, yeah, I don't care if you hate anime, go watch Sleepy Hime. If you hate anime, then you should watch Sleepy Hime. Because it just rags on everything. It just makes fun of everything. It doesn't care.
Yeah.
It doesn't care, man.
It does not.
Like, ha ha ha, I'm a big evil demon. Just this little princess girl just murders me. Doesn't care. Doesn't care.
If it's gonna help with her sleep, you better watch out.
Yeah.
Because you're probably next.
Oh man.
And then they were stopping that dude from going to yell at her when he thought that she switched everything out of his bag.
Yeah.
They're all holding him back. Like, why are you holding me back? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just leave it alone.
You don't want to be rude.
She's probably asleep by now anyway.
Oh man.
Apparently, if he beats one of them, he seals their powers.
Right.
Like, for good. Even if they die and come back, they're still sealed.
They said that was for a time, right? There was a time period until they reactivated something.
I don't know. I didn't see that.
Okay.
I just know that if they're killed and they come back, their powers are still sealed. I wonder who's next. Is it going to be Poseidon?
Maybe. Well, the hero has to come back, so.
Well, yeah, he's thought he did really good. Oh, what was it? The hero didn't even beat him. It was a bomb that was in the bag that blew up early.
Yep.
He's like, that's where I got most of my damage. And that fight lasted 3 days.
Yeah. Again, I like how they do that, how they use the JRPG like lingo and terms and all of that. You know, that's what I grew up with and all that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. It's such a good dumb show. I'm happy we have this.
I remember when I was talking about when it was coming out. I was like, oh, Sleepy Princess is coming out. I'm going to be checking that out. Looks cute.
Yeah. Yeah, again, yeah, like we said before, I was like, I thought Sleepy Hime was going to be what Kuma Bear was. But no, it actually role reversed.
Yeah.
So, you would think that it would make more sense for Kuma Bear to be like the super sadistic show and Sleepy Hime to be the cutesy, like, moe, like, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's her name, too.
Yeah.
They named her after sleeping sounds.
Snoring noises, yeah. Cute snoring noises.
Oh, I think the last name of their family is Gooderest.
Right. Yeah.
So all of it leads to sleep. The Gooderest Kingdom, yeah. With an incompetent hero who gets lucky in defeating all these villains. Quote unquote villains.
Yeah, right? Like, I think the princess is the actual villain.
Right.
She's the real, like, mastermind over here. But yeah.
I mean, as long as you let her sleep, she's cool.
Yeah, it's like you let her sleep and beat up your army, traumatize your soldiers. Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, they're running into the upside down castle with like blankets, teddy demons. They're like, we should have brought some of those eggplant seals.
Yeah. And I like how they were trying to bribe her with candy. I was like, did she ever say she liked candy? Well, yeah, I guess so. Because she had to go to the dentist.
Yeah, that, and I think when she killed was it the rocket turtle or something?
Mm-hmm.
I remember one of them. They were like, no more snacks for you until you fix the turtle, or
Okay.
yeah. So then I remember soft drinks was another one.
Yeah, because that's what she spilled on the bed.
Yeah,
And then she dirtied the fountain. Because they were like, she used the fountain like a washing machine.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Laundry
that's how she
machine.
broke that other robot. The
Yeah.
first robot they had made, because she dried the clothes with it.
So whatever you do, don't get the monster wet. But I mean, what are the odds of that? You need to put the key in there, the special key, and then once it's turned on, then it needs to get wet. The odds of that happening, man, that'll never happen. This show, this show is so dumb.
By the way, was it the voice actor for that doctor, the one that made the robots? Is he the same dude that does the lieutenant in Golden Kamuy?
Sounded like him.
Yeah, it sounded a lot like him. Let me look that up.
Yeah, pull that up. You know what? Yuna's Ascalad. That's still on the screen. But good, and then we'll end with that too. Good timing.
Cancel. Dismiss.
So while Roman's looking that up, closing thoughts for me. This is pretty much what I'm talking about, because like Sleepy Hime is a good mix between like moe and dumb and fun. Even though it's not necessarily actiony, but yeah, it's like a good break from some of the other stuff that we're watching that are pretty heavy. Yeah.
Where
Hades.
are you?
While we're on here. I don't know. Oh wow, Michi Shinichiro, dude, that's like from FGO. He's like what's his name? Um, Kojiro, and Paracelsus. Yeah. And apparently he's also the glasses lieutenant commander guy from Tanya.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I when he showed that,
it is. It's him.
It is him.
It is him.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
See, you're catching on. But that's funny. That was another one too with was it Kronos or whatever, or Hypnos? It's like, oh no, he's hot. Like it's like Bishonen Weekend or something. But okay.
Yeah, she learned a little bit more about sleep with that guy. The only one she didn't want to kill because he knew a lot about sleep.
Wow. So this dude knew that this was Chris G. He did Melina's fatality on him while we're transitioning to Tonikaku Kawaii. Wow, he's all like, I hate you, Chris G. But yeah. Alright. So yeah. So we got voice actors doing multiple roles this season. Good for him.
Yep. Alright. And we didn't get to talk about this one last time.
Yeah, I came back from the dentist and I was like, I'm out. But now I have no excuses. Tonikaku Kawaii.
Tonikaku Kawaii.
So
the romance anime of the season.
Yes. You want to talk about heartfelt. So let's talk about the good stuff, and then I'm going to talk about the ridiculous. It's what I posted on Facebook. But so I will say too, I don't know if I said this the last time we talked about, or I don't think we did, because I don't think we were there, but I now would like to do a bus trip in Japan. Although I'm pretty sure it's no different than like if we're here in the Bay Area and we just took the bus down to LA. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. But
yeah, but you're not gonna get lime flavored udon.
That's right. That's why I'm like, dude, I want to check that out. Their rest stops are like it's basically like a mall. I was like, dude, what is this?
Yeah.
It's like that's literally like a tourist attraction. Like we have rest stops, but they're just kind of like
a vending machine or two and the bathroom.
Right, exactly. It's like this place is like a shopping center and then a food court, and I was like, what? Yeah,
It was nice.
yeah,
They had benches and everywhere you could sit, TVs.
man, dude, bruh. So yeah, I want to do this. I want to do this. I was already planning on doing bullet train, the Shinkansen, but I think at least one turn or one time, one trip, we might have to take the bus just to get that experience. But I did think that was pretty cute, where Tsukasa was just like, oh, I gotta get the lime udon, the lime udon. Not anything special. To begin with, they were like, it doesn't even look like the picture, and I was like, that's funny.
And she's like, well, I kind of expected that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you too. And I'm not trying to be like, yo, Japan #1, but for the most part, when I've ordered stuff like, be it McDonald's or like Curry House or anything like that, they actually do a fairly good job of keeping it consistent to the pictures.
So they try to make you get what you ordered.
Correct.
You almost see what you get.
Correct. It could be the nature of them being like perfectionists. Because remember, if even the slightest thing is out of place or not up to their standards, they take it super super hard. So I think that they put that extra level of effort versus our American culture, which is always like, I'm on the go. Just give me the value meal, just give me my McChicken. I don't care. Just slap it in there, and they're like, let's go, dinner rush, lunch rush, let's go. And then, we as consumers, we just kind of, American consumers, I should say, we just kind of take it because we're like, yeah, whatever. I got better things to do than to worry about how many individual pieces of lettuce is on my McChicken or my Big Mac. Whatever.
And then you get the one guy from Australia who actually measures the foot long from Subway and finds out it's 11 inches.
That's right.
And then sues them.
There you go. That must be something in the Pacific, man.
I guess.
Telling you. But yeah, no, and that's why when they brought that up, I thought that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Then again, it could be that is the difference versus me, where it's just like, good enough, versus them, where it's all like, doesn't look at all like what I expected it to be.
No, it doesn't.
And then of course when NASA was all like, oh yeah, you should he's teabagging, then he did it. Oh, he did friendship. I was going to say he didn't do a fatality back at her. Okay, Chris Cheese comeback. But anyways, yeah. Then he's all like, "Oh, take a bite out of the lime," and then she's all like doing the pucker face. It's all like getting wrecked, and then he embarrasses the crap out of her with taking a bunch of photos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so adorable.
Gonna start the OnlyFans.
Kito Akari starts OnlyFans.
I mean, he is with all the photos he's taken.
Yeah. Well, that's what the parents thought they were doing. So first off, the stepsister was losing her freaking mind over there, stalking the Tsukasa and Nasa over there.
She's gonna marry her.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're not.
Yeah. And
I know her better.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're the sister.
Yeah.
Of course you know her better.
And I love the maids too. The maids are just like, no, we could chill, man. Let's just eat. Our rich car can catch up to them, no problem. and the one with the glasses though, she said meat sushi, at least on my subtitles, and I was like, meat sushi. We've had the grilled steak sushi, but that's literally what it sounds like. It's just the sushi rice, they form it up, and then they just, sear a piece of beef and then just put it on, and there you go. So I was all like, beef sushi? That beef sushi? I was like, I thought that was pretty common, actually.
I don't think I've ever tried that.
Was it Niku sushi or just?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just literally like a piece of steak over sushi rice.
Yeah, I've never tried it.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen a place that's done
that.
At least out here.
Yeah, the one we used to go to in San Jose, they do it. That's
do it?
one of their options. Yeah. It's like I said, it's pretty simple, but yeah, I mean, it is not common at all. And you wouldn't think something so simple because honestly, that would just be a normal dish, so a piece of steak and then rice on the side. But no, no, excuse me, they actually sell it as sushi. So, but yeah, and so that's when they were selling when she was saying, "Oh, meat sushi," but then she had like a salmon, what looked like salmon sushi. I was like, maybe that's just a translation.
Mistranslation.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably. I have to go back and check mine. I don't remember if she said meat sushi.
yeah. And then when the sister first went up to Sukasa when she was waiting for Nasa to come back, and she's just like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "The bread's pretty good." It's like,
Yeah.
get wrecked, scrub. So like, I really like how based Sukasa is. Like, I can see why everyone says she's best girl, or even best girl of the season. I'm starting to buy into Sukasa.
Yeah, I think I've kind of been already there, but I was also kind of like, it's still early. Let me see a little more.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
yeah,
I like her.
yeah, yeah. She's earned the smug. So and before I start on the Sukasa rant though, um, yeah. So then they left him alone though. So I was all like, they were talking about the Narita divorce, and I was like, the Narita divorce? That's the airport I always fly into. I always fly into Narita divorce. Where's the divorce corner? I'm all like, where's the divorces? The divorces. Sumimasen. The divorce corner. No, divorce. Yeah.
uh,
But then again, remember, it's like they said, they gotta have big chests and big butts. So, like the dude from Jujutsu Kaisen said.
yeah. They got to.
Oh man, crossing the anime streams now. But anyways, so yeah, that was pretty interesting. I've never heard of that phrase before. So learned something new. Learning something from Tonikaku Kawaii. Um, but yeah, and then what about the food court? Food courts were all like that intense. And then again at a truck stop or at a rest stop like that.
Yeah.
So the question is, like, so this is also going into like Koizumi-san loves ramen, right? Would you actually try lemon or lime udon?
Probably not. I'm not. I'm not that big into lime or lemon or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll put lemon juice on my like fish
Okay.
and stuff like that, but I don't go out of my way to eat a lemon or a lime.
Yeah, that's the other thing that kind of tripped me up too. I was all like, "You're not eating the rind, right? You're gonna like bend it and eat the fruit part, right? Or the meat, as they call it, the meat of the fruit."
Oh, she
But
just took a bite.
yeah, she just took a bite, and I was like, "What?" Okay.
I think with as old as she is, she'd know not to do that,
Yeah, especially since apparently she comes from the moon, so.
right?
Um. So yeah. So speaking of Sukasa, and it's like they're starting to make that reference that she's from somewhere else. Remember when they were talking about
Yeah.
the empty the field and was it the temple or whatnot? And she goes, "Oh," and they're like, "The temple was built for the one dude, and was it he might be angry that we took it down?" And then Tsukasa makes that comment. She's like,
Oh
"Oh,
no, he
he
wouldn't
wouldn't
care
he
about
wouldn't yeah,
that.
he wouldn't." And I was like, "Really?" So, which was something that I said like way when the series began, where they were like, "Is she supposed to be the reincarnation of Kaguya from the moon or whatnot?" so so yeah, there was that going on. But I think that what adds to Tsukasa, aside from the design and aside from Kito Akari, I love the way how she like is just nerding out. She nerds out over everything. Like we got that with the movies thing,
Hmm.
but when she's all like, "Yeah, we're gonna go to Kyoto and we're gonna go sightseeing and all that," she's all like, "I want to go to the manga museum." I was all like, "You better put a ring on that girl right now.
He
Take her
did.
home. Yeah,
He did already.
take her home. It's over right there. That's the one."
And then he was disappointed.
Yeah, like shut up.
Like manga cafe, or not cafe, manga museum. What about the shrines and all the old stuff? Like I don't want to see some old buildings. Like I saw them when they were new. Like
Yeah, right, right. Oh man, what
And
is
she was
that?
also able to read that love letter
Right.
that the dad had in that book that I guess nobody was they weren't able to translate. She was like, I mean, if somebody published my love letter without me knowing, I'd probably be embarrassed too. She goes, love letter. You can
Hmm.
read that?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. They were giving little hints early on, and now it's like they're just trying to throw it at you. Yeah, she's not just some normal girl.
So, which makes it all the more interesting too about the stepsister and the maids and all that, and then when she had the was it the meteorite or whatever, the asteroid in her room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her favorite thing.
Yeah. So maybe you're right. Maybe she is the reincarnation of Lum.
Maybe.
Because they made that too. They made an Urusei Yatsura reference, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. When she said that she would be like Lum and electrocute him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciated that joke.
Yeah. There's a
You don't
lot.
get a lot of URC through jokes.
There's a lot of like subtle references. Like when they were talking about climbing the pagoda and making the yeah yeah. That was like, dude,
Game of Death.
literally doing kung fu
Yeah.
from the NES. I was all, like, you did not go there. You did not just get this. And it makes me wonder, like, how much it like is just of this is just going over Kito Akari's head, because I'm all like, dude, I think she's like 24, about to be 25, so it's like she's a youngster, man. What does she know about kung fu on the NES? But yeah,
I mean, for all we know, it might be her favorite game.
it could be. It wasn't until she did a race that she started an FGO account. But
Huh.
yeah.
So she had to get into FGO to play FGO.
Well, that's typically what happens. And remember the guy in the Discord shared that? He saw like the normal cycle. It's like voice actor does a character in FGO, voice actor starts account, voice actor NP5s their character, the voice actor stops playing game, voice actor voices another character, comes back, and the cycle continues.
Yes, unless you're Katak.
Oh.
And then you just play and get in on the salt.
Yeah. He just he just goes to the anniversary shows and he's over there in the crowd with the players like, when are you gonna prove the right up? You're like, wait a minute, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be on the stage.
uh, apparently, I remember sharing this with you on the messenger. That scene when they were talking about selfies was supposed to have Mash and Ritsuka
Correct.
instead of just some generic couple.
Correct.
I mean, it's not like they didn't do an FGO parody before in episode 2 with the critical cards hitting her in the back of the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like I guess copyright or whatever, but
Correct.
I mean that's still everybody knows what that's from. I just got the okay to do it for that one episode. I mean, it's not like it was only a couple seconds.
Right.
How much would you have to pay for a couple seconds?
Yeah. Type Moon is pretty particular about their franchise. That's why they don't do any crossover events. Whereas you got Dead or Alive going to Azure Lane.
Yeah, I'm saving my cubes for that. I've already got like 40 something, but that's only like 2 10 rolls.
Yeah. But then, yeah, Type Moon don't mess around for nobody though.
Nah.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. No, excuse me. They haven't really talked about gacha. I mean, in Tonikaku Kawaii, they ended this episode with their apartment being burned down.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
I mean, it's fine. He's set up for that. Remember, he was explaining the whole thing. Got all of his info on the cloud. He's got a safe deposit box with all of his most important things. Doesn't matter if his apartment burns down. He's set. Guess we'll see how set he is.
So and then the thing that I was ranting and raving about is they use obviously they're using all of these video game and anime references and jokes and all that, and I think that's one of the appealing things. And they happen so randomly that's why I don't bother to screenshot them all, because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but then when they started talking about Jinbocho, which is one of the districts in Tokyo. Um, First, and I remember when we did this season, the very first time we did Tonikaku Kawaii, and I was talking about 24-hour Don Quixotes.
Mhm.
I specifically don't know which one they were talking about, but I do know that there is a Don Quixote in Akihabara. That's the one that I usually go to because it's right there in Akihabara.
Right.
In terms of Jimbocho, the relevance to that is Jimbocho is like one train station away from Akihabara. So the place that I stay at is like the first floor is like literally like a cafe, like he was saying. And sure enough, if you go in there in the morning, you actually do see like a lot of business types and a lot of elderly people. They come in, they get their coffee, they get their toast, or they do an all you can eat breakfast. That if you're staying in the hotel part, which is like the second, third, and fourth floors, then it's included with your stay. But if you're like just passing through, then you can pay. I think it's like $5, like 480 yen, maybe. And it's all you can drink coffee and tea, all you can eat toast, like toast in my mouth. Today's my first day of school.
Yeah.
And then it's usually like
I'm
a
late.
soup. Yeah, I'm late.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You got the joke. Um, and then yeah, and then it's all you can eat. And so when I go down there, yeah, there's people there. They're just chilling. They're doing they got their suit on, their trench coat jackets, their full thing on, and they're just chilling. They're just eating, and then they just go on to work. So they leave the house, they get their coffee and their whatnot, and then they go. So when NASA was talking about how quaint cafes are over there, I'm like, this son of a bitch. Jimbocho is also one of the places you can go on a date in Persona 5, as well as it's also got the nickname of Booktown because there are a lot of bookstores there. A lot of bookstores. Um, I think that's where I bought a couple of the magazines. Like there was one of them that I bought because it was the most recent issue of uh, Robin Daisuke Koizumi-san, and so I bought that. But yeah, no, there's a bunch of like there's some pharmacies and all of that. I am a little sad that they got rid of the takoyaki that was right there in the corner, but what you can do? And then yeah, you can in Akihabara you can actually walk. So if you really wanted to, you can walk from where my hotel is, or you can just cross the street, go in the train station, go up a block, or go up a stop, and there you go. So depends on how lazy you are. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I like Jimbocho because Narita Airport to Akihabara is man almost like an hour and a half because it's like Narita is not close to Tokyo. Narita is not close, so it's like I just like being centralized around Akihabara because I feel Akihabara is kind of like southeast of the center of the city, and so yeah, because that's the area I'm most familiar with. I find that's good. That's to basically have my starting point out to explore the rest of the city. So coming back to what I was saying, when he's talking about Jimbocho, I was all like, he's not wrong. It's a good area, and if you're ever in Tokyo visiting, yeah, definitely go check out Jimbocho.
Awesome.
And if you know where the 24-hour Don Quixote is, please by all means let me know.
I remember the reason he brought that up was because he was upset that she wanted to check out cafes while they were in Kyoto.
Yeah.
And he's like, you can go there.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Where the manga editors are meeting the manga artist.
Yeah. Right across the street from my hotel is a pizza place. I've never been there though. I've never been there. And then like I said too, the last time I was there and I was walking towards the Shibuya side or to catch the station in Shibuya, I discovered the Shisuese publishing headquarters. The guys that published Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Their headquarters is right there, and I was like, "What? What?"
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah, because I never go out that way. I never go on that side, and then I was like, "What the hell?" And then they had like posters of all the manga covers in there, and I was all like, "Oh, it's Mitsuri!" Ah! And they had like the snake guy and all that. So yeah.
Her husband.
Is that Mitsuri's husband?
by the end.
Okay. Spoilers! Even though it's over.
All right.
Nice.
You had months.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Nah, man. That's I like Mitsuri because I need to get more Kana Hanazawa in my life, especially now that Cells at Work is coming back. So Cells at Work and quintuplets because she's also my girl Ichika, who I don't think ever had a chance, but she's number one in my heart. Damn it, it's real to me. But yeah, Kana Hanazawa, and then of course she does the Renai circulation, that opening from Bakemono Monogatari. You know the Sen no, yeah, that's her too.
Okay.
Yeah, so Kana Hanazawa is a very very popular, very big voice actor. Um, Actually does a lot of roles too with Ayane Sakura. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. Oh well, obviously Yotsuba in quintuplets, but yeah. Anyways, all right. Tonikaku Kawaii. Yes. Jinbocho. Go. 24-hour Don Quixote. Go. And I would appreciate it if this show would stop spoiling all my locations. So I hope that I can still get a room in my hotel, and it's not taken over by a bunch of weebs. That'd be nice.
Yeah, don't take over his hotel.
Thanks.
But go check it out.
Yes.
Just don't take over.
Yeah. If anything, go check out the Shisui publishing headquarters because, like I said, on the first floor they have like just like a little display area. At least when I was there of Demon Slayer, and they were advertising the movie Infinity Train. So that was pretty cool.
Infinity Train.
But if you go any further, there is the security guard and the secretary. So and they look like they're like fucking
They
weeb.
mean
What's he
business.
gonna do? What is he doing here? American weeb. But yeah.
Yeah, don't mess with that guy. He means business.
Yeah.
He will wreck your life.
Yeah. Breathing technique, baton club. But yeah,
Just getting my locked bonuses for MGS.
that's fine. That's actually what we're gonna wrap up with. So yeah, just a brief update with gacha.
Gotcha games, which apparently there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do a lightning round. So I'm gonna do FGO, and then Roman can take it over from there. So in FGO JP, which is the one that I was procrastinating the most on, I literally just finished it, and Roman has been watching me play for almost like an hour before we got started, because today was the last day of the undersea scramble with the Nautilus and Captain Nemo and his crew and Go and Van Gogh, and yeah, I slept on the event because I was procrastinating. I almost didn't even do this, but then I decided to do it because I need the materials. Because I'm only basically harming myself by not participating. But I was showing Roman a little bit of the mechanics and some of the characters and all that. So we'll see what Roman thinks in 2 years when we get there. But Nemo turns out is voiced by Hayasaka from Kaguya-sama.
Kaguya. Hayasaka, best girl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people said Hayasaka's best girl, so we'll see. We'll see. If I end up rolling for Nemo on my USA account, that would probably be the only reason why. And I swear, until someone tells me otherwise, I'm telling you, she did all of those characters. All of Nemo's crew is all her. So, um, it's not as much of a range as I was like blown away when I heard like Kaguya and Dumb Kaguya. So because Dumb Kaguya is in Genshin Impact as a Paimon, and so it was just like, oh, that's Dumb Kaguya. Because when they said, oh, that's Kuga Aoi, I was like, no way. And I was like, oh yeah, it's Dumb Kaguya. Okay. But then they said that Chika is Mona, and I was like, no. Okay. So those four characters, boom, 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 boom. I was like, oh yeah. But now when I hear Hayasaka doing all those characters, I'm like, oh yeah. And then on top of that too, Hayasaka is Nadeshiko in Yudu Camp, and Nadeshiko is kind of an airhead, so I wholeheartedly believe it.
Kinda.
Yeah, well, yeah, she is. She made the whole car smell like croquette.
Yeah, well, not a bad smell.
No,
Could be worse.
her older sister, by the way, is voiced by Yoko from Gurren Lagann. So,
Oh, nice.
but yeah, then another like Marina Inoue, that's her. But anyways, So there's that. Who knows? We don't know where we're gonna end up. In FGO JP, our dude in Discord says it's gonna be we're gonna go on to Camelot because I think that's what they said on that interview where Kano he said that we've got plans to keep FGO going for at least 5 more years. We want to get to the 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
And I think that's where he said that we're getting one more in FGO JP, one more story chapter before the end of the year. So we'll see. This is also about the time when if they were going to do a story chapter, they do it between like now, the recording of this podcast, and the 10th of December. So we'll see. Apparently, I think I screwed up and there's maintenance going on right now, and I didn't blow my AP, so I'm an idiot. But we'll see. We'll see. That's where we're at in FGO JP. I'm more excited to see if they do a Christmas event. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, because it is getting towards that time.
Right. So you would get like 2 weeks to do the story, whatever story chapter drops, and then you have about 12 days or whatnot to do the Christmas event. And remember, the Christmas events are always important because that's your slot machine, your unlimited slot machine. So
to load up on materials and apples and
yes,
all that other stuff.
And then in FGO USA, obviously we have Lost Belt 3 that starts tomorrow night.
As of this recording.
Yeah. So make sure that you're ready for that. You obviously have to be. Well, you should have already completed Lost Belt 2 because Lost Belt 2 gives you 10 quartz because it's part of the pre-campaign. So don't leave money on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you had to beat Lost Belt 2 to play the Halloween event. That's
correct. Correct. And if you don't have Caster Shuten, man, you'll never know who's Onikure.
Onikure?
Who's Onikure?
I don't know.
So mysterious.
Never seen her before in my life.
Don't know. Who could she be? Don't know.
Probably Tomoe.
Probably. Might be magical girl Raiko-chan. But yeah, that's basically it. I mean, everything else is kind of shelved. Disappointingly, we were supposed to go see Heaven's Feel Part 3 on Saturday, but I don't want to get too political, but let's just say our jackass governor pulled the plug on that one because he got busted going to a restaurant. And then we trolled the hell out of him, and he's like, oh, yeah, well, you can't go out to movies. So, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'd be a sore sport.
I know, right? Take the L. Can't do it. No. Not how it works, man. We'd be salty.
Have to wait for that torrent.
Right? So, which sucks because, wanted to give him money. That sucks. I already gave him hella money in gacha. Now I wanted to give him even more money at the movie theaters.
They always buy the Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I should take that back. I take that back. No, Roman is right. I actually did plan on buying all 3 of them when it comes like in the $150 collector's pack with like the bromides and the art book and all of that. That one I'll buy. And they're gonna do it.
That's a US 150, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Japan that's probably 4.
Correct. And it's probably massive too. It probably comes with a statue or something.
What was it? I was looking at Ami. They sell DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff on there too.
Yeah.
And they had, because that's where I got my Uzaki special edition Blu-ray.
Nice.
I don't even know the series. Like I'd never heard of it before. I know it was out a few seasons ago, but the Blu-ray was like $250, and it didn't even come with much. It came with like an art book and a couple of postcards. And I was like, Japan, if you want me to continue buying your collector's editions, you have to drop the price on these. Yeah. I know you guys are like afraid of losing money and stuff from people torrenting your stuff, but overcharging on Blu-rays is not the way to get the money back.
Correct.
You're just driving people away even more because they don't want to spend that money on 3 episodes.
Correct.
I was willing to do it with Uzaki though because that came with a hugging pillow.
Well, when it's Uzaki's mom, you call me.
And a poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a poster.
Yeah. When it's Uzaki's mom, they will do business.
Maybe in the next one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, no, that's basically it on the FGO front. 'Cause that's pretty much all that I play. So we're in interesting times now. I will say though that my closing advice to people like Roman and everyone else that plays FGO, stay tuned because for the next couple of weeks, all the way through New Year, I remember this was pretty exciting. Because when this happened in JP, because this was New Year's Eve was also like when they did the Detective Waiver prologue and all of that, and that was pretty good. Obviously, they gave us the learning with manga early, and you could go watch that on the Aniplex YouTube page for free.
Right.
But yeah, we got Lost Belt 3, and then right after Lost Belt 3, ready or not, we're going right into Santa Lucoa, and
Right,
this is
this
your
will.
only chance.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is your only chance to get her. They haven't done a rerun.
And nobody knows why. No one's telling us why.
No, I think one speculation on the Discord was copyright.
Correct. They thought it was too close to Nikuman, so Ultimate Muscle. Um, yeah, but I mean, Ultimate Muscle is voiced by Kensho, so and the one time he didn't do the voice of Kinnikuman, because who knows why? That's the series that ended up on 4Kids. That's where Ultimate Muscle came from, and it was voiced by 4Kids. The announcer was played by James from Pokemon. Yeah.
Same voice and everything.
Yeah, same voice and everything. And it's like, okay. Um and that version cuz it's almost like Gegege no Kitaro and all those other ones where it's like every 10 years or so every decade has their version.
Yeah.
So it's almost like every 10 years or so there's another Kinnikuman that comes out. So uh, yeah, that's the rumor. People from Kinnikuman or Shonen Jump aren't saying anything, but you know, money is money, I guess. But even beyond that, wow, what is this? This Sindel player, and this is the fatality, and the fatality. Wow, the disrespect, dude. So in the Mortal Kombat community, you just don't fatality each other because it breaks the momentum of the matches. So unless it's like grand finals and then it's like the big end of the tournament's over, there's nothing left, then you can like do the say like this one, the set is complete 2-1, it's over. So now you can do a fatality. You're gonna end out in style, but otherwise, if you do a fatality like that, it's just a disrespect. Um, but anyways, Mortal Kombat Gacha, you gonna play? I'm kidding. You have to unlock fatalities.
Gotta get my waifu Melina.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Um, but yeah, and then after Santa Lucoa, um, which you should roll because it has bones, and everyone knows bones are hard, just pain to get.
And Dragon Fangs.
And dragon. Um, After that you get Benny Enma, and I think Benny Enma is one of the first events where it becomes like the world builder type, where you're going to see that a lot. Like you have to collect materials and then build this, and then it becomes a new area for you to open up, and then you need to do all that. So, um, and then Benny Enma herself, like I've said this previously, is the same voice as Tupon from ReZero season 2, Little Loli. She was the one that broke Barasu, and then Minerva came and fixed them.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's her. She hasn't done a whole lot of roles that have stood out to me, but those three, Pearls from Ace Attorney the anime, Benny Enma from FGO, and then Typhoon from ReZero. Is it Typhoon or
Typhon.
Typhon? See, in Final
Like
Fantasy
the
it was Typhon.
like the Greek mythology. Like, yeah, Typhon.
Well, and then in Final Fantasy 6 it was Tupon, and then in Final Fantasy 7 it was Typhoon.
They're just all over the place.
Yeah.
They're like one of these is gonna be right.
Yeah. But yeah, she's a fun character. She's a fun character, and then that runs I think from like New Year's until like the middle of the month, like the 12th or the 10th or something like that. So there's a chunk of time because you get like 2 weeks with the banner that's gonna go up. So um, FGO in USA is gonna be going pretty steady. So keep up.
And New Year's is my chance to get Cleopatra again.
Finally. Dude, it's like all my rolls are all gonna be like NP2s because after we're done with this, I'm probably gonna roll some more for NP2 Musashi, and then during New Year's I'm gonna NP2 my Jolter. So, and I
Oh
think
yeah,
that's
that's New
it.
Year's too.
She's up there.
I thought there was someone else on New Year's that I said I was going to try for. Oh,
Scott.
Hokusai.
Oh, Hokusai.
Yeah, probably Hokusai.
Scat's on there. But then again, I mean, we obviously know she gets her bunny suit, so she's coming back for that. So
Yeah,
no rush there. You just gotta wait, what, 3 years? 3 years after this?
I think there was. I think there was 3 people, but yeah, Hokusai I know for sure, and Cleopatra.
Yeah.
And I think that they're 2 days each.
Yes. So you get one shot the first, and then the rotation starts again.
Yeah.
So yeah. So be prepared. Yeah. Watch those 3-turn videos.
Is Bryn on there?
Oh, I don't think so. It doesn't sound familiar.
FGO 2019 New Year's.
Or if you do FGO, to look up Bryn, go to Bryn. Go FGO Bryn. Brynhilder, yeah, Brynhilder. Right there, Panda. So we're looking up this information too. We're looking on Brynhilder's banner. Scroll down. Keep going, keep going, keep going. What's funny too is on her swimsuit version also got boosts during the event, during the Nemo event. So keep going. Right there, availability. Lucky bag. Lucky bag.
Right.
There. Yep, there she is.
So yeah, she was the other one I wanted. Cause remember I tried for her that one time and I got Sigurd. Out of 20 million. That was this year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I gotta wait 2 years for that one.
Yeah.
Actually, there's quite a few.
Yeah. Well, those are all lucky bags. So those are all randoms. So don't pay attention to anything that says lucky bag. That never works. I've never. Well, the one time I got what I wanted was when I got nurse, and even then everyone's just like, "Really, nurse?" And I'm like, "Yeah, nurse." Suck my nuts. But don't do that. Then she'll say I need to get it disinfected, and then it won't.
She might just remove them.
I love nurse. So, anyways. Oh man. Oh dude, the next Christmas is gonna be Mary Poppins nurse.
Oh yeah. And Saber Astolfo.
I'll leave that to you and the guy in our Discord. Loves Astolfo.
Wow.
Yeah. Now I'm all about thick Nemo apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah. Oh, the brutality. Okay. Oh wow, that's that's the movie version. I didn't even know that was a skin. I didn't even know that was a costume.
Christopher Lambert.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I see you. I see you there, Ed Boon. But yeah. That's it. That's it. Like I said, complete the story, save your quartz when you can, and yeah, it's gonna be full speed ahead for the rest of the year.
Yep,
So,
yep.
that's all. That's it. That's FGO talk.
That's FGO. But this is all gacha, so it's not just FGO.
Right.
All right. So for those who are even playing Bang Dream, well, even if you're not, you might want to try it out because they're doing a ReZero collab. So Rosalia event. All of them got skins from the game from the show. Yukina is Emilia,
Barf.
best girl Emilia.
Barf.
Rinko is actually Rem, which is the keyboardist.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa is, what is that girl's name? The thief.
Oh, Felt.
Felt. Yeah, Lisa's Felt.
Nice.
Psyyo is Ram.
A.
Which I actually think is a free skin if you just play the game and just go through the event and get points. They think you just unlock that. You don't have to go through the gacha for it.
Interesting.
Same with Lisa. And Akko is Beatrice.
I suppose.
I keep forgetting to add that every time. Anyway, Yeah, I actually haven't played the event yet. I did do some rolls for it to try to get the skins, and I can't get Yukina.
She's a,
Amelia
she's
just
a,
wants to avoid me.
she's a nice queen, so you know.
Yeah, I did. They had a do 2,500 paid stars, and you get it guaranteed from the event. I ended up getting Akko and Rinko, but no Yukina. Then I even bought some more so that I could try again on the regular banner. Didn't get her. I got Akko again.
Jeez.
And then I got a bunch of other 4 stars that I didn't have that weren't Yukina. Like none of them were Yukina. And I don't have the money to do anymore, so I can't. But they do have Tapjoy offers, so I might do that and get free stars.
Nice.
Although it's kind of tedious because then you got to download games and play them for a certain period of time and unlock certain things in the game in order to get the stars. And then it depends on whether you've installed it once before or not. And if you have, then they don't count it, and you just wasted your time.
They're smart. There's no system abuse. You need to work for it.
Probably during Thanksgiving, I'll play through the event and see what it's actually about and get my Lisa and Sayo skins and have a full ReZero squad going except for Yukina, which is going to suck. And I don't think they've done a rerun of this banner.
So you know what's gonna happen, right? Is I'm gonna start a zero, uh, Bang Dream account, and then I'm gonna roll, and then right there, boom, first 10 shot. It's gonna be Yukina.
Mm-hmm. That's how it works.
Like, oh, I wanted Ram. Oh,
Like, then just play the event. You don't even need to roll for her. Yeah, they usually give you 2 skins during the event, and then you have to roll for the other 3. I can understand Yukina and Rinko because they're Ram and Emilia. I was a little surprised by Beatrice though.
Yeah.
But then again, you've got Belle. I don't know how popular she is.
Cosplay bait.
And then you got Ram, and well, we know she's not that popular. So.
Ram is the cutest grandma.
Uh, but yeah, so it's going on with Bang Dream. As Sano said earlier, Azure Lane is doing a DOA collab that's going to be starting on the 26th. I think there's like 6 or 7 different DOA girls that are going into this event. And I think a few of them are going to have skins available to purchase as well. I know Kasumi and Hanako are going to have one. I don't know about anybody else, but I know they were announced on the Azure Lane Twitter. And right now they got some other event going, but they also have their what they call Black Friday event going, which is basically they just brought back a bunch of limited skins. They're not at a discounted price or anything. You still got to pay the full gem amount for them.
They just brought them back.
They just brought them back. Or you could pay $30 for a lucky box and that comes with a random skin and see which one you get. They got 2 of those. I was gonna try my luck on one of them when I got paid, but
okay. I mean, sure.
I don't have too many skins anyway, so it doesn't matter which one I get.
Oh, so then everything's gonna be good for you.
Yeah. There is one that I am hoping to get though, and it's that really famous one with the sparkly dress or whatever.
Oh, is that the St. Louis?
Yeah, coming out of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's available again. That one's like 1,200 gems or something like that. And I'm like, I can't afford 1,200 gems right now. So,
Is it? Can you earn the gems through gameplay?
yeah, but they only give you like 10, and that's like through a mission, and I think it's like a weekly mission.
Okay.
So, yeah, you don't get gems that often. So one of the bad things about this is gems you gotta mostly pay for.
Got it.
As far as cubes, you get those all the time, and that's for the gacha. So you need cubes and you need coins. 15,000 coins and 20 cubes is a 10 roll. And they limit you on the amount of coins you can get.
But can you get skins from cube rolls?
No.
Okay.
Not that I've seen.
Okay.
It's all ship girls in the cube roles.
Okay.
Skins they make you buy,
That makes sense.
just like Overwatch.
What's the conversion though? Like if you want to just buy the skin outright, like in terms of dollars, dollar amount.
Let me see here.
Okay. If you don't know, don't worry about it. I was just wondering if it's like $2, $3. That's not too bad.
Oh no, that's definitely not.
Oh, they're not letting you off that easy.
Mm, in order to get, like I said, what was it, St. Louis? It was
Uh-huh.
like 1,200 or like 1,100 or something. That's a $20 pack,
Okay.
and you get 1,200.
Okay.
So it's not cheap. They're trying to get their money back.
I gotcha.
And yeah, they don't get that often from me. Usually, I just put in like a six hundred pack, which is like $9.99 or something.
Okay.
And I usually do that for cubes because it's like 300 gems for 11 cubes.
Okay. Okay. I'm learning all about the mechanics of Azure Lane now. I only have the PS4 game, so I don't know anything about the gacha. I do know about the designs though because they're all over Pixiv. The other one is like the Brevington's tennis outfit.
Yeah, that's the pink-haired one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one's also
saw
very
that one
popular.
everywhere.
Yeah,
I was wondering where she was from. I was like, I don't have her, I think,
yeah,
so I didn't know she was from Azure Lane,
yeah.
and I wasn't going on Pixiv and looking at the tags like who is
Yeah.
this? But yeah, as far as Azure Lane, that's pretty much it. What else do I play? That's doing anything. Mm, let's see. Memoria Freeze is doing their Danmachi third season stuff. So if you haven't gone on there to get your characters for the third season, go and do that. I think the first one for each of those banners is free.
Hmm.
It's a free 11 roll. And I know for, I think, a whole month, they were giving you a free 11 roll every day.
Hmm.
That's over though, but yeah, they're giving a bunch of login bonuses right now. So if you need like items, gems, or whatever for improving your weapons and stuff, then just go through the login. They give you a lot of stuff now.
How hard is it to get Hestia?
They did a whole month where they just gave you every single 4-star Hestia, like everything that was available at the time. They just gave her to you every day, one of them, one new one. So I have them all.
Oh,
The drop rate is actually pretty good, I would say, in the Danmachi game, Memoria Freeze. I think out of all of the games I play, which Destiny Child, Azure Lane, Bang Dream, Fake Grand Order, Guardian Tales, Illusion Connect, Bang Dream is the worst. And
and that's your favorite.
it's my favorite because I like the music. Um, they do give you gems every event. Like as long as you're playing through it, they'll give you gems all the time. Especially, and if you like get a new song, play through it, they give you gems for that too. So you're always getting gems, but you need 2,500 of them, and they only give you like 25, 50 at a time. So it takes a little while still, and by that time, maybe the banner you're looking for is over, and you just got to hope that they redo it, which they've been doing recently. They've been doing a lot of repeat banners for like anniversary stuff and Halloween and Christmas. They did a Halloween one in like summer where they brought back some of the Halloween skins for the game. So I don't know. Maybe they'll do the ReZero one again, but I haven't heard anything. So maybe I'll have another chance of getting Emilia Yukina. But
Do you know if they're following the release schedule like FGO does?
yeah, because this came out like a year ago
Okay.
in JP.
Okay.
Because I've been waiting for it since then, but there were always other banners I wanted to try. You know how it goes. Same with
Yep.
FGO.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking for a banner, but then like I see somebody come out from a banner that's new, and I'm like, I got to use my courts.
Yeah, again, that's why I appreciate having a JP account. You get that foresight or clairvoyance, as Albert likes to call it.
Yeah.
You know what's coming out, and then you can kind of budget accordingly. But
Mm-hmm.
then they do stuff like they're doing for our Thanksgiving banner, and it's like, ah. And then I didn't know like characters like Musashi just don't come back like until that anniversary 2 years from now. So it's like,
Yeah.
and then I don't think Ishtar comes back at all. Like,
No, Ishtar's in the 20 million as well.
and then, okay,
Yeah, because I checked. Because I didn't know she was going to be in. Well, I didn't know anything about the Thanksgiving banner.
this is all random.
So.
Like Shiki Void Shiki, yeah, she hasn't come back.
No.
So we got an extra Void Shiki that Japan never got.
No wonder Takahashi really wanted to roll on this banner.
Yeah, yeah. That's why when you were saying that too, and you were like, "Oh, gotcha," and I was like, "Gotcha, gotcha, 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 gotcha." And I don't know if you went and saw that podcast, but when they were talking about that scene, she was all like, "Oh yeah, I was just so impressed by the voice actress's name." And from the manga episode that we had, our manga podcast, Gudako's voice actress is Chio-chan from Azumanga Daioh.
Right.
And so when Takahashi DA was all like, "Oh, she was just so crazy," it almost felt like she was ad libbing, and I was just like, that's just her Chio-chan's voice actress is raw talent, man. She can do that, so skills, man. She's that talented, that good.
Yep.
So, but yeah, the power of gacha compels you.
I mean, yeah, I've got like 6 games I play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Man,
7 that I play.
I'm good. I'm hoping that in FGO JP there's a dead week so that I can, once I'm off work after tomorrow from the recording of this podcast, I can chill. I still want to play Mario 64 on the Switch. I haven't even opened it yet because I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna enjoy this, and
It just hasn't happened yet.
so
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping for some downtime. But we'll see, man. The gacha game life.
Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, don't expect to get the cards you want in Bang Dream.
Don't expect to get the waifu you want, FGO.
I mean, I know I kind of wail a bit in FGO, but I still get pretty much everything I want. Even before then, like when I was going for Ishtar the first time, I wasn't wailing. I still got her in like three rolls. Bang Dream, I've put a bunch of money in it, and I've not gotten really anything that I've really wanted. I still get 4-star cards, but they're not the ones that I want.
Man, in the new Lost Belle chapter, that's all I want on 4 stars. And you know what that means? I'm gonna get all the 5 stars.
Yeah. Well, I think Bang Dream 4-star is the highest.
Okay.
So the 4-star for Bang Dream is comparable to the 5-star in FGO. Just harder to get the one you want. It also doesn't help that there's only like 5 bands, so they're all the same characters, and you're just getting different skins. And there's more than like 10 for each, so there's a high chance of you getting one that you don't want from the same character.
Gacha life, man.
Yeah. At least in FGO, you can be spooked by a character you want.
Right.
Like that happened with me on who was I rolling for? That I ended up getting Ozzy instead. Oh, I decided to try a couple 10 rolls in the Koresh one, but I wasn't really expecting to get her. I think I was trying to get more CEs because I was kind of planning on doing the event, but I ended up not doing the event. Not that it mattered because I did get Ozzy, who I'd been trying to get for a while, and he was one of the ones I was upset I wasn't going to get the chance to get when they totally just got rid of Winterfest. Him, Cleo, and Nito were supposed to all be in that banner, and they just got rid of it.
Just didn't happen for us.
No.
They didn't even give us the CE.
No.
I thought they would have at least given us the pity CE, but no.
Maybe for Christmas?
Maybe.
We'll see. But, yeah. now I got my chance to get Cleo on New Year. Nito I can get just about any time because she's in the banner no matter what. I can just hope she spooks me.
Yep.
I think I got her at MP3 right now.
Yep. And we are getting another ticket at some point.
Oh, 4-star?
Yeah, because I remember that's how I got Luvia, is through a 4-star ticket.
Oh, she didn't want to come to your...
Well, I didn't really roll.
Oh.
Because when the Detective Waiver event, which I think happens in March for us, this upcoming March, I think I rolled a little bit, but I just, I wasn't real out. I was like, whatever, I'll wait. And then we got the 4-star ticket, and I was like, Luvia. A lot of people actually on that ticket, a lot of people went Luvia because they either didn't get her during the detective waiver or they weren't really rolling because those were the two characters. It was Luvia and Reynes. And I guess at that time, I don't even think still now, a lot of people aren't really like big Reynes fans. But we'll see how it looks when we get it. But yeah, a lot of people use their 4-star ticket on Luvia, including myself. So, yeah. And then, of course, because of, like you said, when you don't have it, they never come. And then once you do have it, all you get are the dupes.
Yeah.
So now I think I have like an NP2 or NP3 Luvia. But she didn't come until I used my ticket on her.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it always goes.
Like I laugh at those people that were on like the FGO Facebook groups complaining about how they didn't get a reg after spending like 800 quartz, 1,000 quartz. I'm like, you're just wasting your quartz. You should have gone for Ishtar.
Did you saw what I put in our Discord? That when I was rolling last night on Ishtar, I ended up getting Parvati. So I was looking for Rin. I got Sakura. I was all like, if this ain't some,
I did see that.
Don't tell me that this game ain't got a sense of humor.
And I even used my ticket that day too. I ended up getting another Ibaraki.
Wow.
But I already have her at MP5, so I don't need her. That's just a rare prism right there.
Hey, those will be good. Remember, in the update too, we get the bond, the flame that increases the bond. So now you're going to be able to raise your bond up to level 15.
Oh yeah.
And then the first one is free. But then future bond flames or bond trophies or whatever, those are going to cost rare prisms. So yeah, all the rare prisms you can get.
How many?
I don't know how much it's going to be in the shop, but
they are going to cost.
They are going to future trophies are going to be rare prisms. Yeah.
Okay.
So fun stuff, plenty of stuff. There's gonna be plenty of ways to get your money taken away.
That's just is that going to be updated every month in the monthly like rare prism?
I think so. Thing? Well, I think it's going to be on the same schedule as the lore. You know, when you're in the rare prism shop and the lore updates like every 90 days or something. I think it's going to be on that same schedule.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that'd be kind of crazy if they were giving you one every month.
Correct. Yeah. In the mana prism shop, it's every month, but in the rare prism shop, I think it's like every 90 days or 100 days or something like that.
All right.
Yeah. And yes, that is Carrie. Your soul is mine. That is Carrie Fukunaga from the movie. They actually brought him back to do Shang-Tsung.
Nice.
I do not think that is what's his name? Highlander though.
Lambert, no, it probably isn't.
Lambert. No, that is not. But yeah. It's gonna be fun times for gacha games.
It is. So. Yep. You said you thought Genshin was doing something as well?
Well, Genshin currently has characters. They introduced what is it, the third round or the fourth round of characters. Yeah, because they just finished with Klee and all that, and Official, I guess, is now.
She's old news.
Yeah. Now, you can get her for free. Just complete the story.
Oh, really?
Or, yeah, you can just complete her chapter or whatever. Yeah.
And she just joins you.
Yeah, and then she joins you like the other characters.
Oh, okay.
So, but obviously, Genshin Impact, if you get dupes, then that powers them up because it unlocks their skills. At least the FGO never made you unlock skills by rolling multiple copies of the same character. But not Genshin Impact.
Like, you want these skills, you gotta roll multiples. Gotta get
Hey,
that NP5.
it's a nice looking healer you just rolled there. Too bad they don't actually have a heal spell. You need to unlock it by rolling someone. I'm like, wow, alright, I'm gonna stick to FGO. This is cool. Or at least when I play Genshin, I'm not spending any money on this.
Right.
But yeah.
Yep. I think that's about all I have for the gacha games.
Gotcha updates.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. So let's wrap it up. Yeah, so stay tuned. We got the next viewing party. We'll figure out the schedule. That'll be next week. One Piece. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
And send all your thoughts and prayers to the baby and to Belle for a speedy recovery.
Yep.
And Roman is working hard. Roman will get this stuff up as soon as he can.
Hopefully I get Friday off and I could just spend the day doing that.
Nice.
Well, most of the day. I do have to drop off some chairs that I'm going to be renting.
Gotcha. There you go. Gotcha.
Okay. So yeah. Still let us know if there's anything you'd like us to check out during the watch parties.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know what you thought of the week's episodes. Let us know what gacha games you're playing and if you got any of the limited stuff that's coming out, or FGO if you're going for a specific servant or on the Thanksgiving banner. And yeah, see you next time.
All right, take it easy.
Bye.